アークナイツ。
ドクター、ご機嫌いかがかな？
Good morning. Good morning. Bleh.
新しいセキュリティシステムは私のことがわかるかしら。やっぱりここが一番安心する。
ここでは見回り役を買って出よう。
はい、ただいま。クルースもここにいるんで。
Oops.
ドクター、ご機嫌いかがかな？
Good morning. Guten Morgen. What is the event called, actually? Oops. No, I haven't even done the Ancient Forge. Invitation of wine, baby. Get kroos. Give me 1 second, just updating the fuck? Yeah, update. What? Oh, it's over here. There we go. Invitational wine reading. Let's say moderates. I've done this event. I haven't read it. I haven't read this. Haven't done this. Haven't done this. This has Ling in it. Oh, was this the one with the ruby animation? Oh my god. The one with the ruby animation, bro. What do I want to raise next? I mean, no doubt it's gonna be Kroos, right? Kroos, Exia. Chilcock. 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 Da-da. Alright, this story better be good. Kroos better not be the only good part about this story. Oh, we got ads. Should honestly raise the 3 stars. I need to do research on how to actually do high level IS5. Legitimately, you know? I mean, let me see if anything turns up. How to do high level IS5 Arknights. Holy shit, dude. An actual fucking essay. Trick is to just keep practicing and get a feel for it. Yeah, it is. And like I'm really not like practicing at all, right? Just because all I'm doing in high level IS5 is just doing mimic squad and going random squad as well. So there's too much fucking random shit in there. Maybe I should save that for later. I'm eating some crackers. For D18, you use caster and a specialist. Yeah, I think that's usually what it comes down to, right? I forgot what squad Kai was using. I remember he was using the Lapland squad. Lapland start. Lapland gummy. Which ending am I trying to clear anyways? Ending 4. Pain. I've gotten to it a couple times before, but that was also a long time ago, before my 6 months break, or like 4 months break, I think. When I was out of the country, I couldn't really stream that much. I don't know who I want to raise next. I mean, obviously kroos, but I suppose the new operators are on the horizon, right? So maybe I'll just save money for them, save my resources. All right, well, today what we're here for is not IS5, but is an invitation to the vine. Most of your runs start with text alter. Oh god. A text alter user. Nothing against you. The amount of plans you get. That's fair. That's fair. Alright. But today, what we're here for is the invitation to the wine. I'm finally Grabbing the kroos. Use her or someone to hide defense / red shred. Yeah. Yeah, it really comes down to that, right? Because if you don't have someone like that, you would need the knife, right? Like your early game is just basically no plans. Yeah. Exalter. I mean, even Surtur. Surtur seems a bit overkill though, honestly. Maybe not. Then again, I don't have either of them, so I don't know. Fuck, dude. Although, do I have anyone that's good at taking the thing? The spines, dude. I may have Monster for sure. These two monsters. I use Surtur because I generally don't like bringing guards other than Kubai. I mean, Kubai just OP in IS. The auto trigger it's too good. Not until I was actually decent at killing spines, surprisingly. S2 or S3. Lapland and logos. Ifrit's decent, although it's not that good. K's pretty good. Civlight. Usually early game I just use click. Where's my click? Up here. Either way, one of these days we'll do another IS stream. One of these days. I should honestly like pin this. Can I pin this? Is it possible? Oh, spoilers! What the hell? Alright, so like I said, I've only actually read this one, Who is Real? Out of all the yen ones. So this will be my second one. IWST1 baby. More moments after our guests arrive in Shangshu. The wine is already uncorked. This is a fated encounter. Fuck, what is that? Fated encounter sounds so familiar. Like from like a game mechanic point of view. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. This one's just story. Dad, why is there a knife on the wall? That was my constant companion when I was young and begging for food. Sarcasm. So why is there an empty shelf under it? That's reserved for an old elder of mine. What happened to them? We had a falling out. Why? Because of what? Can't just fucking do me like this. Well, this is a nice street. It's early in the morning and the weather's cloudy. Okay. Long Yingfang Road in Shangshu of Great Yan sits an inn. Not many establishments will call themselves an inn in modern Yan. This one has the most antique atmosphere, the finest wine and tea, and is the most cultured in all Shangshu. Its sign is red with gold lettering. Xingyu. "10 jars of Husong, 3 jars of Yunliao, 6 jars of Guixing Reserve." Don't know what those are. New. Why are our numbers here so much lower than across the river? Don't blame me. They went crazy with banquets at the start of the month. Of course they sold more than us. How much difference can a few parties make? Ayo, wait. You don't even know the half of it. You were out of Sangshu then. You don't know how ridiculous that hoo-ha was. The fuck? These 2 days of business could pay half a year's worth of bills. No exaggeration. We were beating them for months, and those 2 days completely sunk us. You can't keep letting them make a fool of us, Mr. Zhang. Remember, we were here first, and we're the first to do it well. If you ask me, the other place should be bowing to my old man here. Don't be fooled into loving your grandkids while you forget your son here. What are you even blubbering about? Since when am I your old man? I haven't even said anything. Yeah, and it'll all be over for me once you do. It was just bad luck. If I were the one to meet those nobles, if it's just bad luck, then where's all your good luck to balance it out? God, nobles. Where did all those nobles come from? We've always relied on word of mouth from our regulars, and you won't even do ads. If we could just invite a few pretty boys and girls too. You're nothing. That was the wind just now. Running a restaurant inn depends on customers with taste and connections. True. But what do you know about who's connected and who isn't? If I knew, I'd be running the inn. Then sit tight and listen. Anyone with eyes can discern if someone rich, powerful, stylish, and wise. That's plain as day, so why can't you? Whether you're a kung fu adventurer or a settled person, as long as you're alive, you'll mingle with plenty of other people. So keep mingling, and you'll get a good eye for this. Knowing people and knowing what they know is what let us live well. Meanwhile, you spend all day fiddling about and run off to the mahjong parlors every night. What kind of future do you expect when... Why'd you stop the lecture? Don't you see our 2 guests at the door? Why aren't you greeting them? Ayo, I completely missed them. Quick, get them in. The first 2 customers of the day. Get them 2 plates of salted peanuts and a pot of chrysanthemum tea. Esli. Might our luck be looking up? We are early. Let me treat you to dinner in Mr. Leong's stead. It's Boatman. Take a seat. Tea will be with you in a moment. I thought we'd have made a beeline for his residence. Your friend there is still a magistrate. Busy in any case. Busy enough to overlook a friend? Must be busy as can be. Sir, what do you think then? Are these 2 noble types? Ah, don't ask. Observe. You can't judge at first glance. Wise men. Changshu, where the winds blow high and the clouds part to show off the moon. The land was mountainous since times untold. Some would say the rugged terrain posed quite the obstacle to the nomadic city's development. But the folk of Changshu were loath to give up the land they dwelt in since antiquity, so they went to great pains to move mountains and fuse their city with the peaks. Hence, unlike other cities, Changshu's plates were distributed along the lines of the range, each perhaps hundreds of thousands of meters wide and utterly unique in their scenery. How auspicious Changshu's habitations must be in that recent years it has never once been struck by a catastrophe. Its people have built new towns in the mountains and opened them up with ropeways and tunnels. Furthermore, with the guidance of Tumu Tianshi, a mountain range of particular renown was directly relocated onto the nomadic platforms where kroos. Nice thighs. Slow down, mate. What's a Tumu Tianshi, heavenly master of earth and wood? Oh, is Mr. Nothing. He might be unaware, but benefactor, the Yan has multiple bureaus of Tianshi, celestial masters. Tianshi? Tianshi? Tianshi. Okay. Tianshi. Any student of the land, even of might accomplished at Originium Arts, may apply to join. Take layer upon layers of an examination and subserve the country. Originium Arts have a dizzying array of applications, and the science of Originium is developing by the day. The Tianshi of Yang are naturally classified by profession and specialty. Civil engineers, for example. The artists of earth and wood, indeed. And here I thought cool titles like that would be reserved for casters like Lazy, you know? Ones with crazy battle prowess. Would Lazy be that Yan official in Rose Island you mentioned before? My. It may have been like that in the past, but times have changed. Now the welfare of the people comes first. Originium technology benefits the masses, and every Tianshi of Yan Ministry of Engineering pours their life's blood into researching Originium's arts and testing new materials. Hello, Tendencio. Welcome to Invitation of Wine. Other countries couldn't dream of moving whole mountains onto nomadic cities, that's for sure. Indeed, while landscapes may soothe the soul, it certainly wouldn't be worth such monumental efforts if it broke the backs and the banks of the people in the process. Still, most of the credit belongs to the civil engineers of the Tianshi who love their home enough to put in the work. And moving mountains was easy compared to convincing the local villages and estate to agree to the project. Yan has an old proverb, the land that raises its people. A shame I can't speak much on Originium Arts, or else I have the same things on my mind as one of those nomadic city architects. Is everyone from Yan like this? It's these rivers and hill before us, see? The limitless sights. Early springs, so tranquil you could hear the snowflakes land. There's a lasting charm about it. If you lived here since the cradle too, perhaps you think the same way. Maybe, who can say? Yeah, now that's refreshing. Where the winds blow high and the clouds part to show off the moon. I can see how I earned that. Within Changshu lie the renowned 3 mountains and 17 peaks. And they draw plenty of tourists. Some foreign nobility even make the trip out here simply to admire them. It is like this in some places in China, in some cities. Quite impressive, honestly. Presumably, the common folk owe it to only to the plains of crossing. Owe it only to the pains of crossing the land that these landmarks aren't swarmed by such visitors coming in droves. There's a comfy breeze up here. I was ready to rain and delay us from heading up the mountains today. Quite right, benefactor. The spring breeze caresses one's cheeks. The drizzle falls finely, all silent and slick in the rain. Sorry, I'm still trying to speak normally. Been sick the past couple days. My reading ability has always been not that great. Been meaning to ask, actually. You're a martial artist, right? So how'd you get so bookish? My master often instructed us that practicing the martial arts hardly precludes the study of culture. Indeed, the arts come both martial and cultural. To learn them well is but a duty of the modern soul. Besides, the art of gab can be a gateway to making some money. Benefactor, let's say we visit the nearest summit on the way. I hear more people have taken to the mountains these last 2 years. There has been quite the hubbub. We'll rest in the city for a day or two, wait for the sister to meet up with us, and head on our way. Never felt so bad about missing all the scenery on the way, though. You've always been singularly devoted, benefactor, a mind only for the objective, not a whit more. And as proof for your consciousness, conscientiousness, you never take a break. Never take breaks? Me? But of course! Whatever, flattery will get you nowhere. We're not going. Or you're merely taking me to the office for onboarding. Such a minor errand needn't be so urgent. And did I not hear Lava mention that you undertook this journey intending a vacation? Surely nothing impedes you from a good tour of the scenery then? If only Lava were here. I'm not the only one who needs to sort her head out right now. Benefactor Lava just happened to be tasked with a sudden commission taking her a different way. I imagine she'll pass by scenery just as fine. I don't think she's the type to gawp at the view, not in a million years. So she isn't. To be honest though, she wasn't always this way. Me neither, of course. You needn't brood, benefactor. Things change. We change. The world's affairs are inconstant. Let's hurry on our way then. Found them, Miss Du. You sure? No mistake. They came in at Zhengsong Crossing and got to Yingfeng Road in Weicheng District. He got someone reliable to come with him the whole way. And the Arknights is carrying an antique little box on him, correct? Yep, clear as day. If anything goes wrong, you're responsible. You left this to us, we won't let it go wrong. Good. Who the fuck is this? And we're paying this buccaneer a visit in place of those yellow-bellied oldies. Who the fuck is this? A prime. IW1. Strokes of ink birth spirits. From where's our geist born? A millennium in the human realm elapses in an instant, so surely the sisters must have their own interests. How bad can it be, dude? Let's go. The inn has over 10 branches located in Changshu, yet they do not take the name Yingyu. Perhaps Yinglu for journey fortunate, or Yingfu Xinglu Xingfu for journey blessed, but Xingyu for journey plentiful, belonging to this inn alone. This inn alone provides such an incredible view of the skyscrapers against the twin moons mirrored in the distant lake at night. The innkeeper paid mind only to the scenery when choosing locations, not to the guests nor to the rents. Fine scenery puts guests in fine mood. Fine scenery puts all in. Hello? Fuck. The YouTube bugged out for a second. Fine scenery puts all in harmony. And the coin will come whether you like it or not. Fine tea indeed. And a fine view. First time I should stay somewhere nice. Get a good impression of Changshu. Xingyu Inn, an antique, elegant name. Famous, but only recently got into food service. The innkeeper has talents, and whatever he touches goes well. It's grown to be a lot to handle, but still he... Is that him there busying about? The very same. Doesn't look like an owner at all, very steady as he goes. You have to admire him. If only I knew what my old schoolmates were up to. The Liang boy. To borrow your words, steady as he goes. Is he a good Mandarin? Ask any passerby, shoe shiner, yam hawker, or taxi driver on the street. They'd all give him a thumbs up. Living his dream then. Wish I could say that. You haven't met Mr. Liang in over 10 years? Nope. But he still chose you to deliver this item. That it is. And your bond must deserve a thumbs up as well. I'm not experienced enough to say what this portends. I only know by Mr. Liang's expression that this is no laughing matter. Hardly. I wouldn't dare flaunt any grand bond with your Mr. Liang, but Liang Shun the man is a friend. A friend, you say? And a good one. A good friend is hard enough to find, much less one that will stay so after 10 years apart. What about you, Master Shen? What about me? With so many ferrymen at the docks, doesn't it seem strange I chose you in particular? No, I was briefed by Mr. Liang, so I assumed you were too. I have no need for the details. I had to steal this thing right out of a smuggler's hands for old Mr. Liang. Took some efforts. I didn't ask. He must have been itching to speak. I came all this way with no one to talk to. You bet I'm itchy. I'm surprised you trust Liang. With what that old look on his face, most people don't. You trust him because he's your friend. I do because he's the magistrate of Changshu. You know him well. I do. Mr. Liang is good to us, so we return the favor. How long have you been in this business, Master Shen? Hard to say. Who counts out passing years on their fingers? 20? 30? Very admirable. I'm only a boatman. What's there to admire? Lately they've been putting engines on the boats. Maybe I'll be out of job in a few years. You'll still need someone to navigate the route and keep watch on the sky. I figure as long as there are waterways and the years run long, boatmen and catastrophe messengers are in the same boats. Catastrophe, you say? You don't see one often, but when you do, you never forget. Have you seen one before? I have, but also things even more frightening. Not on the rivers, mind you. Wait. What have you got me saying? What is it? Strange. 2 foreigners, it seems. Alright, 2 guests? 2 guests. So this is your reputation. Exceptional dishes. Quintessential. Service congenial. Treatment all equal. Xingyu Inn then? But of course, my master had nothing but praise for the Xingyu name. So while I've never been graced with a chance to visit Changshu, I just had to take you here, benefactor. It shames me to admit, but my master praised only the name, not any particular amenity. So I'm also ignorant as to his precise forte. Here's your tea. Just refreshments, or were you to be needing lodging too? Oh, they even got the standard line, huh? Hey, listen here. Maybe we've only been open a few years, but trace the name Xingyu back, and you'll see it's got a century's worth of fame. Benefactor, we've been searching for lodging. The prices are suitable enough, and it's not far from the northern crossing we agreed to meet at. What say you? I'm fine with whatever. In 2 rooms, please. Alright then. Anything to eat for now? May I ask what you have? Our recommended set meals are on the signs. We're currently on the afternoon menu. If you need anything, just shout. Very well, let's see. This one looks alright, mate. Lots of yam flavor in that name. The extra spicy foul blood curd set. I'd recommend refraining for now. What? Why? When in Londinium, right? Can't hurt to try. In my experience, such dishes don't quite mesh with the lunchtime sensibilities a Rimbilitonian such as yourself may be accustomed to. That's so. I think I'm pretty good with spice myself. What are you sneaking peeks at? Look there at the proprietor, the innkeeper, I wager. What about him? He's a force to be reckoned with. A force how? Of course, he has to be. But the business is grand. But there's something more than that. Are those calluses on his hand? Your vision is as astounding as ever, benefactor. And there's been 2 guests on the floor upstairs eyeing us ever since we walked in. Huh? What part of them caught your eye? Well, the cultists seem oddly familiar. Are you staying here today, boss? Not heading to check out the other side of the crossing? No, I'm expecting someone. I must be here to attend to this guest. You're offering personal service? Gotta be a big shot then. Are we open for business then? How much can we make? There might not be money in it. No shortage of things to settle though. Is it about business over there? Yes and no. What does that mean? Less blabbering, more greeting the customers. Shish. Any pincher. Ah, welcome guests. Are you... Ms. Dew? What are you... None of your business. Get out of the way. Out of the way. Hey. What? Why, what a formidable greeting, young lady. Are you looking for me? A sloppy man with glasses, a gaudy outfit, and a look of a swindler. So it's gotta be you, right? I must say that appraisal is a little... An enemy of yours? No, they never go as far as to send a little girl to do their bidding. Was a little girl, huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. She kicked up an entire wooden chair. What leg technique? You have quick reflexes. Dodging without getting up. Miss. What, can't you see I'm busy? This guy's a librarian, right? Didn't the letter say we were looking for a loan? That is the one upstairs. It's you, right? Isn't it? He's an librarian? He's a bird? Mr. Nothing is a bird, man? You know, I suppose so. He has feathers. I never really pay attention to it. I've always just thought he was like human. But I suppose there's no actual humans in this world. Some fucking utawareru mono shit. Hey now, don't I deserve at least an apology? Cool it, mate. Cool it. Personally, I thought my attire was just dandy. Given her approach, I doubt she means well. There are 2 at least? Possibly 3, 4? Humans? There's Doctor. Other than the collab character, yeah, they don't count. Really? Haha, get fucked. Oh, fucking killed. Fucking shot dead of a Seribot. Oh my god. The doctor, priestess, and possibly the administrators. Oh, okay, come on, dude. Yeah, I suppose, right? The doctor, priestess. Yeah. I wasn't gonna count the administrators because they're technically not in Arknights. But I suppose you make sense. You stroll in and abuse an innocent chair, not to mention almost giving that man a concussion for no reason. Give it up, your cover's blown. Now play nice and hand it over. All grants that it takes guts to sneak into the city in broad daylight though. Miss Du, is it? I believe there might have been a misunderstanding. Did you come from Longmen? Yes. Are you carrying an antique wine cup with you? Then you have 1 minute to think of a good excuse. After that, you're handing it over and coming with me. The young lady's not too keen on hearing people out. Really makes me miss those kids of mine back home. They know better. Don't look at me, Mr. Lang explained that he specifically entrusted you with bringing that wine cup from Longmen. And if Mr. Lang says so, I believe it. Well, Master Shen, thanks for the vote of confidence. Odd though. That girl's bold enough to openly say she wants something that Mr. Liang requested. One of our aunties plucked this right from a child smuggler's hands. So if you were expecting any legal formalities... Is the cup noteworthy? I looked into it. There's only baseless legends. Rumors the smugglers heard from the locals. How did this become such a hassle? Nothing, mate. I've seen this in a movie before. As have I. But they usually just call the officers at this point. They never jump into a fight, right? Hey, enough muttering. Got your excuses ready? The lady's certainly blessed with a loud voice. Might those two upstairs be suspects of a sort then? Benefactor? Mate, I think that guy looks familiar. What? A fellow with a remarkably similar getup to mine? No, it can't be. They work with Rose Island. Guess there's a little resemblance though. How about this, young lady? You've caught me. Fair and square. Nowhere to run. Now, if you call the police... Stalling for time, huh? Alright. I was wondering how long you could anyway. Get up there. Don't let him get away. A moment, please. What, you want to pay me back for earlier? Stand down. Let me finish my business and I'll pay for 2 days of lodging. All expenses. Sounds good? Take a good long look, benefactor. If we not got the wrong person, then a wonderful opportunity has landed in our laps. Mr. Lee? Let's see. Little blonde rabbit, ambiguously closed eyes. A Rhodes Island operator. Miraculous. Of the taverns in Sangshu and all of Yan and all of the world. To think you have the fortune to run into an old friend here. So how about we not sour the mood on this miraculous reunion? What the hell is going on? You're all together? Surround them. Nobody leaves until they hand over the booty. What the fuck just happened? Oh? What inspired this? I dreamt of the fable of the shadows shadow counseling its shade. And this is my response. And I like to see it. How do you plan to let these common objects manifest themselves? Take it as an advertent act. What the fuck? An advertent motherfuck. Take it as but an advertent act. Mock me not for it. What the? Just now. What the fuck? Benefactor, watch out. Damn. They're all civvies. Keep a light touch. Careful, that librarian's from some martial school. Give the call this to me, huh? Where'd she go? She's already like 2 buildings away. Just kidding. Why is it always punch first, ask questions later? When does she get to the second floor? No need to hurt anyone. Nothing, mate. Easy does it. Over here, Mr. Lee. So sorry to get you all caught up in this mess. Not like we expected to run into you, Mr. Lee. Well, let's get out of here first. Hey, are you ignoring me on purpose? You think you could just leave? Apologies, but you won't be passing. And who are you to decide? Oh, a fan. That swindler. No, that guest knows some rare kung fu, doesn't he? Sung, sir? Shouldn't you step in before they ruin all the furniture on the ground floor? Fan man's moves are probably meant to intimidate. He's being very slick about it, but the lady hasn't shown us everything yet either. If they work things out, we all come out richer and happier. Well, she's still being cautious at least. Hey, love you fine people. Take it the fuck outside. In the late evenings of Sangshu's early spring, the wind arrives on time while the rain is no guarantee, so it has always been. A man lifts his head to the skies. The clouds and mist furl. Wei and Ming waver. We. But at the furthest ends, one can faintly see the light of day. A spring chill hangs, and a light breeze flutters their clothes. Who the fuck is this? Unfrivolous man. You should be here by now. Oh, is this Liang? I do hope that things conclude smoothly. Apparition.
あと6分で到着予定です。
聞いてるけど、どうすれば恐怖が隠せないの？毒と罠。これは戦術ね。あまり足元を見てみなさい。
接敵した。行け。
Spawns 2 when it seals. Oh wait, shit, that's on S3. That's going pretty good for this, huh? S1 on logos. Nice. Spawns 3. Does not attack him. Blood plus damage 3 times. GG's. What's this pause for? Don't tell me I was a little too heavy-handed and hurt you in my carelessness, young lady. So you know some flowery kung fu, happy? Your buccaneers already fled on us, so there's no sense tangling with you any longer. You... What's your name? Nothing. The latter man of Zhu Shu and Wu Yu. What kind of con man gives a real name? That must be some stupid kung fu stage name. Ah, how keen-witted you are. So you're not going to let me pass to chase them, right? Hence why I compliment your keen wits. Shut it with your flabbing. What are you waiting for? Let's take him. This will help you out. Hold it. Hold it! Ahem. This is still an inn. I can't have you two make a mess of the restaurant and fools of us all. What will the passerby think? Cheh. However, you two fought marvelously. In honor of your eye-opening display, I won't ask you to cover the costs. But for now, please rein it in. Call it a day for my sake. Do pardon us, good proprietor. Or resolve this misunderstanding forthwith. Then make amends at your door. I'll let you go this time for the innkeep. I don't know how you're involved with that guy, but I'd hand over if I were you. Cover for him and your accomplice. You're free to go for now, but Shangzhou doesn't tolerate outlaws. If this were simply a matter of outlawry, you could have called the police. What is you resorting to force, Miss Du? Nothing is right, no matter the reason. A mere disagreement shouldn't bring you to fisticuffs. Why you? Now, miss. Let's have your people leave. Miss, do we just let him go? We could grab him, then wait for the Longman Knight to take the baits. Quiet. We've already let the Longman Knight escape. Keeping this guy with us all night wouldn't be much use. Besides, could you even restrain him? And you're still holding back some moves, aren't you? Hardly. Friendship is wealth now. Friendship is wealth. If the young lady here is willing to take a step back, then I couldn't ask for anything more. I won't forget this, nothing. Please don't waste your memories on me. The esteemed has so much to forget. Carefully. Good. I'll get a head start. I'll get a decent head start from here. I'm only listening to Mr. Zhang. If you want to see how things play out outside, be my guest. I suggest you sit tight and listen to it. Hey, where'd he go? How did this happen? What are you all doing? You weren't exactly clear on whether we were letting him go, miss. Don't just stand there. After him. Yes, miss. Hey, Miss Dude. Don't you think you're making too big of a mess? Out of my way. We don't... Whatever, this isn't my problem anymore. And Dad, why were you acting like this doesn't concern you? You even stopped me. You were making trouble. Is this fucking Dad? Huh? Is that a goat? Is he a goat? Looks like a goat. Mom is a tiger, huh? Is Mom waifu? Trouble my ass. You know they go through Yingfen Road, right? Isn't that why you were here waiting for them? We got eyes in dozens of inns. Cabernet? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, Cabernet. Yeah. Got eyes in dozens of inns and eateries in the city. Catching some blind idiot of a thief, it's not hard. Who's the blind idiot here? You don't know what the wine cup is, let alone what the Longman Knight might have up his sleeve. Not to mention how capable those people were. If they were willing to cause a commotion, they have won. And come out looking reasonable too. But what? Do you know just how significant their mission is? Or who the anonymous client is? You think you're all it takes to put hired escorts to shame. Looks like no one's following. Sorry everyone, I should have been leading the way, but here we are in this plight. I never imagined something like this would await us in Shangzhou City though. Was it really alright to leave that young man alone? Have we abandoned him? The innkeeper and the pushy woman seem to know each other. I'm worried our rear guard hero might not slip away so easily. How do you figure, Mr. Lee? She was clearly mindful of him while making her move. That never fooled me. Get fooled in my line of work and you're out of business. Oh. Then we can only hope he's a fast runner, and honestly, I vouch for that. Will he really be okay? He'll be right as rain. The girl wouldn't dare to make a scene in broad daylight, right? It's a quiet street, but someone's gotta notice. Yeah, that's a relief. A fancy meeting you, Rhode Islanders here. And what brings you to Shangzhou, Mr. Lee? Commission at your office? I suppose. Just a private matter entrusted to me by an old friend, though. Is it that box? That it is. But this truly is bizarre. Why would anyone in Shangshu dare to steal Mr. Liang's property? It's not bizarre at all. If we could slip into Shangshu without a fuss, why would our Mr. Liang have bothered to seek me out? Mr. Liang? An old schoolmate. You can think of him as the Wei Yangwu of Shangshu. Wow, the Mr. Wei, huh? By the sound of it, you all know the Lord Wei of Longmen quite well. Yeah, you fucking think? Fucking saved his ass. And his daughters. Sorry, I was having a bite. Maybe the average man on the street wouldn't, but those of us sifting through the Longman scraps, sure, we all do. Recognizing Lord Wei and being recognized by him are very different things. You're not wrong, but let's save me and Wei Yang's somewhat rocky relationship out of this. Shame I'll never meet anyone of Lord Wei's caliber. Sure, he's extraordinary, but not that extraordinary. You're kind of making it sound like Mr. Liang is no big deal by comparison. Does he count as a big deal? He does, why wouldn't he? Wait, do you mean Lord Wei Yang... Lord Wu of Yangmen doesn't? Or Mr. Liang doesn't? And I suppose everyone's a big deal these days. Back then, he was just a hothead who didn't even know the meaning of the word adept. You're the same as ever, huh, Mr. Lee? What's the matter now? With me eking out my days in Longmen while he officiates all of Shangshu? We haven't met in forever. Look there, it's that young man. Nothing, alright mate? Ow, hands off, I'm aching all over. You may not realize this, but that young girl just now went utterly berserk. Merely warding her off tested every bone in me, and it was only by the proprietor's timely intervention that I had the gap through which to scurry. But the way you came running over, you're obviously completely fine. And tucked in hand and everything, so care to repeat that? Tested every bone? Alright, there's no fooling you, benefactor. I will say though, it's been far too long since I last used so many moves. The muscle ache alone is, and this young man is, Operator Mr. Nothing. I may not have formally taken a boast, but my devoted heart and tireless efforts have long since beaten to Rhode Island's tune. So you're a new operator friend. Good to meet you. Well met, well met. I hear from a benefactor that you're also an ally to Rose Island, huh? Ah, and as expected of Rose Island, friend to all and beloved by the masses, and they strike in accord with a fine soul like yourself. Just call me old Lee. How kind of you, brother Lee. Well then, brother, you say you only got all once the innkeeper intervenes? Precisely so, what of it? Seems things aren't as simple as I thought. This isn't a place to stand and chat. Too many years. I don't forgive myself for another setback. Then we'll head straight to the Liang estate. As for our friends, I was only told to meet with you. Bring any more, it could be little. Ah, never mind. I doubt Mr. Liang's so small-minded, and you did both help us out, so we'll go together. The Liang estate, huh? I'd really rather not bother anyone else. It's fine, yours me. Dude, Lee is so chill. Holy dude. Oh my god. He's so chill. I love it. And Mr. Nothing's so over the top. I love it too. Decisive words, brother Lee. Good. If that's settled, then let's be quick. Let's be quick. Come this way. Lee is so fucking chill. He's like, alright, it's fine, dude. Brother Lee. Ah, I'll be right there. Huh? Oh. Oh? What's this? Are these strange pets the new trend in Shangshu? Ow. Brother Lee, don't fall behind. I'm coming. So Lee's a fish, right? Is it a fish or a gator? Wow.
心震わせる発見だよ。どう祝うべきか、もう考えたかな、ドクター。
Doctor. Da, da. Can't be blocked. Let's change you into this.
無
And
知を
then
振り上げ砂を巻き上げて日光を遮る
don't need
それで欲
you.
しいものがあれば持ってくんだ
オッケー。
Okay.
今壁が目の前で動いたって？何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけねえだろ。
何言ってんだ? The old spell of spring tide. It harkens me back to many scenes of the past, my academic pursuits, my career in business, my training in the martial arts, and my entrance into politics. In those bygone times, we were inseparable. Kind friends and mentors were always there for us, each of them hoping to realize their own grand aspirations. What about now? The green bricks have yet to be cleaned. Spring has long since begun, yet the snow lingers white as pearls. It is impossible to know what the man behind the door thinks when it is shut. All you are certain of is that when it opens, what you know is merely what he wants you to know. He lifts his head. The door lets out a creak. Yeah. Mr. Liang. Liang Shun. Long time no see. Indeed, it's been a while. You venture far, Li. It was a long journey, and I'd be lying if I said it wasn't arduous. How gaudy of you then, Mr. Liang, to have me travel all this way just to deliver this small trinket. All will be explained as soon as I have the time. I must thank you too, Master Shen. It's early spring. There must be many a traveler seeking to make their way across the waters. Not at all. I accepted a job, so naturally it's my top priority. But now that I've brought him, I think I'll head back to the docks. Oh right. Ran into a bit of trouble in the city. Lee can fill you on the details. Trouble? You best be careful too, sir. I'll take my leave. The dock must be low on manpower by now. I should hurry back. Right. Thank you for your work. Make your way to Shangshu via Zhengshan and find a boatman named Shen. See how far your reputation gets you, Mr. Liang? You sent for me with just that one sentence. This isn't exactly your first time visiting Shangshu. So what kind of man is this Mr. Shen? Just a trustworthy boatman. An experienced boatman can be trusted with your life. Fair enough. Come to think of it, I haven't been introduced to these two. Good gracious, how did I not notice that this Mr. Liang is the magistrate of Shangshu? I'm getting pretty used to you overreacting to stuff you missed. What's that mean for us though? He's the head of the city. Knowing how Yang ranks officials though, doesn't that make him a whole lot lower than Wei Yangwu? These two are my business partners. It's an honor, Mr. Liang. Will you please call me Mr. Nothing? And I'm Kroos. I'm an operator on deployment from Rose Island Pharmaceuticals, which has an ongoing business relationship with Mr. Li. We only bumped into each other in Shangshu by chance. Though anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Liang. By chance. And here I thought you hired messengers to escort you from Longmen. So you are aware that messengers exist. And perhaps you should hire them to run your errands instead of me. It was no trivial matter, and the journey was long. I couldn't just trust anyone. But you could trust me. Give me a break. What was I supposed to do if I ran into bandits on the way? If you thought it a hassle, you could have ridden back and refused. Please, like there'd be another chance with that trinket of yours. By the time your letter made it to me, the smugglers were already in Longmen. A 3-minute ad break. At time. Well, I'm gonna keep going though. When did I have time to write back and tell you to find somebody else? I had to get someone looking into them straight away, smashing up their hideout too while we're at it. Fortunately, the kids working for me are more than capable of holding forts. Otherwise, I wouldn't have time for this errand of yours. Sounds like waifu's MO to me. I'm guessing Mr. Lee took this as an excuse to skip town rather than deal with everything on his plate. What the fuck? Seeing as you're Lee's business partners, we shouldn't be discussing this at the door. Please come in. We have enough guest room for everyone. What an honor to be personally received by Shangshu's magistrates. Best we accept it. I'm enjoying Lee's character. He's great. Please, this way. Give our thanks, Mr. Liang. Matter of fact, we were just worrying about where to stay for the nights. And there's still some time until our meeting. Why not get some rest here? Matter factor? Nothing. Guess I'm just tired. Mr. Lee, do we have to tell Mr. Liang about what just happened? Yes, we should. Look at the sky. It's filled with clouds. It'll probably rain tonight. Ah, shit. What's the matter, Lee? Nothing. Some landscapes flashed through my mind is all. Maybe it's been way too long since I last visited Shangshu. All the nostalgia is getting to me. Saska. Saska. Give me a second, let me see. Okay. Okay. Miss Du, how did it go? How did what go? That old ugly Zhang gave me an earful. What should we do then? I told you we can't always listen to them. If that's all we ever do, we won't have a future. Just do as I say. Alright, I'll call everyone up. How will you deal with the Llama Knight now? I'll go see him myself. Some things are best discussed with an open heart. Huh? What? How about a drink? I'll pass. I have work later. You had me travel thousands of leagues to bring a wine cup. Ad break is finishing. Nice. Welcome back. You had me travel thousands of leagues to bring you a wine cup. And you won't indulge me with one little drink. I went through hell and high water for this thing, you know? Drink makes fools of us all. Drinks makes fools of us all. One of the Liang Shun's of yesteryear's favorite sayings. Full glad I am to know that Mr. Liang still cannot hold his liquor. And full glad I am to know that you're still the good old foul-mouthed Li. I've sent someone to investigate what happened in Xingyu Inn. I doubt things are as simple as they seem. If you really don't know, then no need to stir up the hornet's nest. Such is the society we live in. Especially when simply waiting for me to leave the city would more or less solved all our troubles. Are you sure you won't need to check on the cup? The road was bumpy. The roads were bumpy. I could very well have flattened it under my posterior. If you didn't feel it worth mentioning, then it must be safe and sound. This is such a nice friendship. I say you take a look anyway. I hand delivered this beauty all the way from Longmen after all. So this is it. Now indulge my curiosity. What makes it so special? At the price it was going for in the smugglers' auctions, it may as well have been a buy one get one free sale. The rumors circulating among the smugglers did catch my attention though. Apparently this thing was at the center of a ghost story in the village it was found. Do tell. They say the cup can make things around it come to life. Is there any proof? If there were any proof to a ghost story, you have heard about it on the news by now. I only know the rumors. And what of the smugglers? All taken to the LGD. That's good to hear. Actually, there is another matter I would like you to take care of. Well, you summon me all the way from Longmen. You may as well get your money's worth while I'm here. But for now, oh, I see we won't let me go without sharing a cup with you. We'll save business for later then. You haven't changed, old friend. Carefree as always. Come, sit. And now you're the master. How are your days in Longmen? I heard you're a private investigator now. Right. Young Hai's daughter is staying with me too, you know? Hai, the Kung Fu lunatic? Who the fuck? No wonder you asked me to look into his whereabouts all of a sudden. I've been taking care of waifu for a while now, actually. I even went to her university graduation ceremony in this place. Am I supposed to walk her down the aisle when she gets married too? Waifu's a good girl, but she's got a terrible father. His daughter. She's grown so much. Time flies, Liang Shun. Indeed. I heard you took up a job in governments. With your personality and skills, I figured you had a bright future ahead of you. Never did I imagine that a reunion would take so many years, though. I'm sure everyone will be happy to hear you managed to get back on your feet. Hardly. I just realized that some things aren't nearly as much of a headache as figuring out how to put food on the table. It's been a while since I had your cooking. You're a big shot who governs a large city. Stop looking back so fondly on the tough times we struggled through. Instead, think back to the times when we lacked opportunities to use our talents and make sure the youngsters in our cities have them. Isn't that why we used to vex you the most? Isn't that what used to vex you the most? Indeed. Still, glad to see you're still the type to never ever hold a woman. I was worried I'd come to Sangshu only to find you started a family, which would make me... Mr. Liang, you ever guessed? Oh no. Oh no. It's like, fuck, bitch, dude. Listening, I'm afraid now is not a good time. What do you mean now is not a good time? I'm just a messenger. I'll be taking my leave soon. What the fuck, she's pretty. Good evening, Mr. Liang and Mr. Messenger. That's right, young miss. Explain. Oh, dude, I love this. I love this combo so much. Explain now. She's a coworker. Why do you find coworker you have over at this hour? It's barely past dinner time. Oh, might you have forgotten our engagement tonight? No, it's just... Please don't remind me. Don't mind me. I have a few errands that just came to mind. I'll leave it to you. I'll leave you to it, Mr. Liang. If you need anything else, try to finish your business first. Wait, Lee. Well, it seems I'm in trouble. Oh my god. Nothing, mate. We're just looking for some grub. Does this really need to be such a big deal? It's not like Nyan's here. I'm fine with whatever. No one's going to complain. Absolutely not, my benefactor. I must apologize for what happened earlier by finding you the very finest establishment. Okay, so how come we're in some empty alley? You don't understand. Everyone in Yang has a handful of hole-in-the-wall eateries they hold dear to their hearts. Flavors that simply cannot be enjoyed anywhere else, no matter how reputable. You savor the memories and taste the feelings, and you're not even a local. How can anywhere be dear to your heart? Now put the travel guide away, if you insist. You have some kind of four-dimensional pockets? Where are you keeping all those weird books? And you keep taking us down alleyways too, trying to lure out the people who attacked us earlier? Rewards for the city's magistrate. What do we have to be afraid of? Besides, they are hardly the upstanding sorts. Rather than wait for them to come to us, I say we nip this in the bud before our rendezvous with the others. The safest play would be to hole up in Liang Estate and contact the closest field officer to send operators to meet us in Shangshu. I've been meaning to ask, but are there many young knees at Rose Island? Now that you mention it, I don't think there's all that many. It also feels like I run into them just about everywhere. It's strange. Rose Island? Rose Island. Uh-huh. Infected walking freely in the city? Ah, shit. Benefactor, watch out! Ugh. It's these guys. They're like council. Like lazy. Such a lightning fast reaction. What a surprise. What is this about? Mr. Nothing thinks fast and move even faster, as do most kung fu practitioners. However, the brawny man strikes more quickly than even the skip of Mr. Nothing's heartbeats, reaching his throats. Don't try anything funny. Nothing, don't do it, mate. You know your companion's identity. Did you know she belongs to an infected organization? Haha, benefactor, to be quite honest, I'm afraid I couldn't do anything even if I wanted to. What's more, this is a government official. Yep. What a strange fan you wield. You're a master of your techniques, but you have yet to kill. At least you are aware of your weakness. Have we met? We have not. However, it seems you two are somehow connected to the Deputy Minister of the Central Judicial Office. You mean lazy? Right, I saw you in our operational records before. You're Taihe, Deputy Monitor Censor of the Department of Discipline and Supervision. The Department of Discipline and Supervision? Infected, what is your purpose here in Changshu? What happened to Kowu City? Why did Dusk leave the mountains? And how is Rhodes Island involved? Benefactor, is this about Miss Dusk? Keeping quiet, are we? There's no need to probe Rhodes Island, sir. We've already gone through all the formalities as infected. If you want to know about our operators' private lives, though, there's truly nothing I can tell you. Not that I know anything anyway. Operators. A bestial sui taking an office job. Unheard of. Unheard of? What do you mean? Nian is literally right there. It seems the Central Judicial Office was highly negligent in its handling of Rhodes Island. So you tailed us, huh? Not at all. But you won't let us go. That depends on how cooperative you are. No need to be so confrontational, Uncle Taiho. Oh, shit. It's him. Lord Zuul. I've spoken with the other candle holders to better understand the situation. These Rhodes Island related individuals are currently guests of the Changshu magistrate. They may be involved with the Mount Huichi incidents, but they clearly made no offense. We didn't come to blows. My apologies. Uncle Taiho is usually a quiet man, but for whatever reason, he's unusually agitated today. I'm Zola, a court messenger. We'll leave it at that. I'm Kroos, a Rose Island operator. True Wuyu, otherwise known as Rose Island Operator Nothing, although not yet officially. Miss Kroos, Mr. Nothing, please accept my apologies. I understand the transgression was Uncle Taiha's, but allow me to remind you, if you are not too involved with those sisters, I suggest you put an end to that relationship while you still can. Nian's my friend and co-worker, and Dusk my friend's pain in the rear sister, so is that in the while we still can stage or not? To tell the truth, you've likely already crossed the line. Thanks for the tip then. Miss Kroos, you're a woman of extraordinary courage and skill. Fuck, my shoulder still hurts. Now we have other business to attend to. Please excuse us. I hope Magistrate Liang will give the Department of Discipline and Supervision an acceptable answer regarding the Rhodes Island affair. Excuse us. Someone's gotta stick up their ass. Matter of fact, are you okay? That gave me such a start. I sprained my ankle. I'm okay though. Nothing, mate. A messenger accompanied by the Department of Discipline and Supervision's Deputy Monitor Censor as his retainer. What a load of poppycock. They really took us for fools. It seems they're also well aware of the bizarre events in which we found ourselves at Kowu City and Mount Huichi. Even a fool can glean that the sisters are no ordinary beings. But all this is a little, beyond imagination. Let's head back to the land estate first. Now's not the time to be wandering about. We need to meet up with them as soon as possible. Huh? What about him? No. It was probably just some small critter. Small critter. It's not like you to sigh so much. Are you so unhappy to see me tonight, my lord? No. Something the matter? Must I have urgent matters to seek your companionship? No. When shall we take to the mountains and see the place? Weather is still cold. I heard you've been ill as of late. You should be avoiding the mountains. This is always the case in early spring. It makes me long for the hot tea served at Shuzo Peak. Right, I will go with you when I have the time. That was your guest, was he not? You were never one to engage in small talk with messengers. Perhaps you might settle for leave the goods there. Stop wasting my time. No, I doubt you would say that last part. After all, you're a man of proper etiquette, my lord. Nothing escapes you, Miss Ning. Where is he from? Longmen. So far away. I came all this way to see you. I should not have intruded. Not at all. He's not one to mind such trivialities. My, how strange. To think you say that about someone. Here I thought you would be the same aloof man to everyone. I don't. What is he doing here? I entrusted some matters to him. What sort of matters? All trivial. This is fucking. There's so much questions, dude. Woman, stop. Stop. So many questions. Oh my god. So you invited an old friend from 1,000 li away, just only for trivial matters. If you will not tell me, I shan't ask. However, this world is full of hardships, such as life. If you were to anguish over each and every one of them, you would only be overburdening yourself. Didn't Liang say this guest room was for me to use as a place? Let's ignore the fact that you came into my room uninvited. Why are you making tea? My tea, mind you. It's not yours, it's Mr. Liang's. And I made you a cup too, satisfied? So you plan to continue your accusations, Miss Du. Take a guess. I don't suppose you're bold enough to try anything in such a pretty mansion. Why don't you just start by telling me why you're here? Aren't you the confident one? Still carefree enough to make conversation with me? Well, you made tea. Alright, fine. Dude, oh my god. I feel like Lee is like has certain aspects of my personality. I'll get to the points. I'm here because I need your help. Alright? Huh? Oh, that's odd. I thought you'd be more cautious. Why it's so agreeable? Liang shouldn't let you into his home. What is there to worry about? Do you know him? I pleaded him to let me in, that's all. My father's always had a good relationship with the government. I see. Last time we met, I was going to steal your cup. Not mine, Mr. Liang's. Let him deal with the troublesome stuff. I only bother with whatever troubles come my way. So you'll believe me. What reason do I have to hold a grudge against a young lady? All of us were young once, and all of us have had to put up an act just to save face. Who's saving face? I was... Did you get in a fight with the innkeeper? I'm starting to understand just what a terrifying person you are. You seem lax and carefree, but you actually know everything like the back of your hand. People like you are the most terrifying. At the very least, I wouldn't attack someone with a chair on our first meeting. Hold on. Hold on. I need to... Hold up. I need to educate someone. Motherfucker. To. To. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Chapter 15, chapter 15, chapter 15. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Where's my chapter 14 stuff? There it is. Shameless self-promotion. Fucking chapter 14 was long, dude. Alright, let's continue. Let's continue. Now tell me what this is about and be honest. This is a negotiation. Innkeeper Zhang, my father took on a job from Court Noble. They want that wine cup of yours. About what I figured. But earlier you were helping with that. Why the sudden change of hearts? I won't go into details. It just, I don't want him to succeed. So? Will you not believe me if I don't tell you why? Try not to ask questions that you already know the answers to. You want to come across as sincere. If he succeeds, it doesn't matter how big a role I played. He'll make me take full credit of it. Wait, what? He'll make me take full credit of it. The Escort Association had made itself a lot of enemies, and for all the weight it has to throw around, it's stuck by the old rules even now that the messenger industry has taken off. They're always left out for being slower to react than anyone else. That's why my father always told me to keep my mouth shut, to hide my shortcomings. He wants me to act like a frivolous playgirl who pisses away his riches. Also, no one would give me a second thoughts. Then, I secretly run errands for the courts, both to curry favors and win over my lackeys. Only then will he finally entrust me with the family business. Well, that's an innkeeper for you, always so calculating. But I'm not part of the equation. Whether it's the Du Yao Ye who inherited the association, or the Miss Du who's always throwing money around. Both are what the other expected me to be. So you want to take this chance and ensure your old man has to stay put and right the ship? That way you won't need to take over as a new innkeeper. Am I getting this right? Not quite. The royal court doesn't often come to the association with a job. If this deal falls through, there's no way my father is going to hand me the keys of the association just yet. Most people my age look to me for a way out. I told them that if my father's deal falls through, the association won't expect anything from us youngsters anymore. But either way, you're still waiting for your old man to pass the baton to you. What's the difference? There's nothing more than an agreement to keep us in line. Once I inherit the association, I will have to follow the rules. And the rules go way beyond my father. So that's why you've come to me to help you put on this play of yours. That it is. To yeah, that's your name, my lady. What about it? On the silent autumn night, lingering sorrows yet grapple my heart. A long night that never ceases. Yaoye refers to the long night from that lovely poem. Too bad, I prefer going out at twilight. Since this is a deal though, what's in it for me? There's somebody out there from the royal courts who wants what you have, but you didn't let them have it. Do you understand what that means? My friend never told me to hand it over. Besides, isn't he a member of said courts? Mr. Liang said you come all this way. He has something else for you, doesn't he? Only trivial matters. Whatever, I don't really care. It's just, now that it's come to this, you won't be able to pretend you got nothing to do with it anymore, no matter what you intend. I can help you, at the very least. I can guarantee you'll make it back to Longmen in one piece. Fair points. It's a deal then. It's a deal. Talking to you is easier than I expected. Relax, I may not want to be the innkeeper, but all my friends my age have more than a few things to say about our elders, and all of them follow my orders. You say you don't want to take over the association, but aren't you doing the same thing? Times have changed. Right. I can't help but feel you're hiding something, but fine. It'll be nothing but trouble if they find me here. Call me Lee. Alright, Lee, we'll meet again. The innkeeper may seem a kind, amiable man, but his daughter... Uncle Lee. You're visiting Uncle Liang, right? Right. I really don't want to go on this trip. I'll keep an eye out for your dad. With any luck, I may even drag him back here. Thanks. Oh, don't be like that. Don't expect too much either. Yan is a big place. Too big to find someone that easily. Waifu. Look, I need you to know, it doesn't matter if you're going to tell him off, hammer with him questions, or let bygones be bygones and fawn over him. If I do find him, you'll need to face him on your own. It's only when you catch your fool of a dad's shadow that he'll turn back to look at you. That's the kind of man he is. I'll be in Shangshu for a while. If I hear anything about him, I'll let you know. And once you're ready, come find me. I understand. That prick Liang Shun neglecting his guests like this without so much telling me his next move. The tea isn't the best I've had, but the pot is quite a work of art. A fine teapot indeed. A full calligraphy set too. Fairly old-fashioned for a guest room. I see Liang Shun's taste hasn't changed. Yeah, that journey took it all out of me. I'm past due for a break. After all that abuse I've taken from him, I'm pooped. Where am I? Oh. Those look like the Vongala pets.
罠に踏み込んでくる虫けらはどんなやつなんでしょうね。誰を餌にするか決まった。これで分かったでしょう。誰かが気づく前にあなたの死体を影に沈めてあげる。私の領域を犯したな。
嘲笑は恋に抱いてなる。
Nah. Maybe I should have put him over here.
いい天気だね。
And this way to make... Oh, dude, look at that. Look at that fucking charge rates.
敵もまたしかり
It's OP.
後ろだ幻覚と威嚇これも戦術よ
Look at it, it's already done.
革命に輝く星死の黎明
あんたほら太陽が飲まれたよ
もいや悪いね僕は別に信徒じゃないよ
They're just poofing, dude. I should have put on to here. Yeah. Look at that, just pooping. I think it's gone, dude.
Mission accomplished.
Shangshu Mountains are full of walkways, winding through its steep peaks among the clouds. A conspicuous sign stands here. The sign itself is new, and so are the letters written upon it. The words, however, are old. The mountain is old, and so are their stone steps. The cable cars and the people, however, are all new. I scratch my head and am surprised to find my hair less of a damp mess than expected. It is as though some indescribable sensation is enlightening my entire body and soul. All once vivid daytime memories quickly fade away, yet they thoughtfully drift back when needed. I decided to make my way up. I am not sure why I do so, but even if these steps took me immediately heavenward, I would still ascend. As if in response to my sincerity, I find yet another sign around the corner. A new sign, this time accompanied by new words. It resembles one that advertises scenic spots for tourists. Zhangjiang Peak. Zhangjiang Peak. Is that where I am? Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Anybody home? Fine, now that I'm here, might as well make the best out of this. God damn! There seems to be a pavilion in the distance. Strange. I feel like I've seen this place before. We don't often get visitors here. Are you heading to the pavilion? Oh no. I'm just going to take a peek. What is this place? Zhangjiang Peak. One of Shangshu's 3 mounts and 17 peaks? 18, not 17. The path to the pavilion isn't an easy one. Someone must have had a lot of free time to build it up here. Looks like there's somebody up there though. Of course, why else would you build a pavilion? And you're sweeping snow here. Correct. There's nobody here. They'll only come after the snow is cleared. Who will? Who knows? But you're here now, aren't you? Isn't the one at the pavilion beckoning you? Oh? Watch your step. The path is slippery when it's snowy. Is everyone here? Correct. The masters won't let us in on the fun, and the innkeeper is always busy with his customers. The only ones missing are those still standing around waiting for table scraps. Are you sure we don't have to listen to innkeeper Zheng? Can we back out? Oh, you still want to follow him? Might as well quit martial arts and work as one of his cooks. All the logistic companies have got to be swimming in dough with how busy they are. Let's know the old man is so in love with his rules that he'd rather open a restaurant than compete. He must be senile or something. To Innkeeper Zheng, a restaurant is an upstanding business. while attaching the word logistics to the singular name would merely sully the association. He'd never accept that. And why does he think that? How would I know? We all know old man Zhang's sacred of everything these days, or scared of everything these days. After all those years of running the escort association, only now when he's about to kick the bucket does he realize how many people he's offended for nothing. At this rate, the association is done for, with or without anyone kicking down our doors. But this is a huge job from the courts, right? You sure it's okay to screw it up on purpose? This will only work because it's a huge job. I know what I'm doing. Help, Dave! Don't let him get away. Is this part of your plan too, Miss Du? Of course not. Let's go. It seems your friend's asleep. Well, it's getting awfully late. After nothing but small talk? Then what of the play? We'll discuss this another time. You should rest. Try not to go outside so often. You need to take care of yourself. I visit because there are matters more pressing to me than my health. You mean the plays? Mm-hmm. Can't leave while I still have duties to attend to. Is that your way of berating me for idling about all day? Of course not. Help, thief! A thief? How bizarre. A thief at the Liang estate. You head on inside. I will take a look. I will take a look. What is going on here? Oh, Mr. Liang, I just arrived myself. You two are these guests, and that makes you my guest as well. As your host, I apologize for this disturbance. Mr. Liang, I was just preparing to leave for the day, and all of a sudden I saw a silhouette up on the wall. A silhouette? Yes, and it looked like it was holding a box. Lee's room, hurry. The lady sweeping snow was right. It was rather a difficult climb, and now that I made it, the person I saw is gone. Hey, are you still here? I am. What is this place anyway? The pinnacle of your hike. In other words, the summit. Why did you summon me here? You're the one who called me. I did? Right. I'm here to reminisce with you about the old days. How about a match? I'll pass. There's no suspense to it, much less any enjoyment. Oh, looking down on me? So you only want a drinking buddy then? I'm here to give you a small gift. It's been decades since we last met. Forget the gift. It's the thought that counts. Only a few decades, like a snap of a finger. What's this? A pair. One black and one white, like light and shadow coexisting in harmony. Pick one and I'll keep the other. What's the matter? Not to your liking? You can fool the others, and you can fool our other siblings, but you can't fool me. Are you not afraid of losing this whole game? I am, yet also not. Besides, I didn't exactly have a choice. What the fuck is going on, dude? Huh? Lee! Wake the fuck up! Wake up right now! Huh? Was that all a dream? Are you okay? I'm not so old you need to worry about me kicking the bucket in my sleep. What's the matter? Sir, someone just spotted a thief making out with a case that looked just like yours. Is the case gone? You mean the wine cup? Don't worry, it's right here. How did you... The box only contains an ordinary teapot I took from the cupboard. Painted black with ink. I'm not stupid enough to leave it out in the open knowing someone is after it. My good man, you are every bit the cunning genius that Kroos described. Mr. Liang, someone out there is bold enough to provoke the magistrate for an old antique. If every thief were this brazen, the LGD would only need to guard street food stands. So, isn't it time you told me what this is about? I will tell you everything you need to know, which also coincides with the other matter I need your help with. Find its owner. I see, some actual detective work this time. Before that though, Mr. Nothing, where's that benefactor of yours, Kroos? Did she chase after them? I'll go check on her. I followed them all the way here into the night markets, but isn't it a bit too lively? Did I lose him? Let me check this direction. Oops, my bad. You're from this afternoon. I don't suppose you'll believe me if I said I had nothing to do with this? I haven't even said anything yet. But put yourself in my shoes. As soon as I arrive in Shangshu, I run into someone trying to rob a friend, and now again, would you believe that's a coincidence? Don't worry though, I'll give you plenty of time to work out your excuse. Might as well save my breath then. I'll go this way, you check over there. Right then, I'm counting on you, Brother Lee. Hold on. Something the matter? What's that beside your feet? Huh? I don't see anything. Must be my eyes playing tricks. Maybe someone's pet. Let's go. Ow.
心震わせる発見だよ。どう祝うべきか、もう考えたかな、ドクター。
Da 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 da. I mean, like, these aren't hard. The early stages are never hard. This isn't it. If things were really so simple, then I would find myself worried about Mr. Liang's eye for talents. Mr. Zhang, do we know anything about the visitor from Longmen yet? He's an old friend of Liang Shun's. Anything special about him? We have a few unclear leads, but I can at least guarantee that this affair has nothing to do with Lord Wei. That's my father's greatest worry taken care of. True though, considering the sort of methods the Lord Wei of Longmen usually employs. If he were involved, we wouldn't be sitting here enjoying tea right now. I've heard many anecdotes about him over the years. It's a shame I've never had the chance to visit Longmen to see its exploits with my own eyes. I'm surprised that you show such keen interest in someone like him. I walked a world of Kung Fu in my younger years, and I've heard he's a fine swordsman, that's all. I see. It's true that he's a swordsman. As for his swordsmanship though, all I know is rumors. In any case, can we assume it was Mr. Liang himself who chose to involve the Longmen Knights? Undoubtedly. He's the only remaining variable, and also Mr. Liang's only trump card. Mr. Liang should have been on our side. The man he chose should not have tried to deceive me either. It was an illogical move. Mr. Liang doesn't have much of a choice himself, if only... no, it wouldn't have mattered. Isn't her presence in Shangshu the reason everything has gotten so out of hand? The 3 mountains and 17 peaks, a place graced by the presence of a deity. In eras past, Shangshu was a place where many dreamed. Not only people, but all inanimate things. As the saying goes, all things in the world can be deified with souls. And all words in the realm can be summarized in a sigh. According to the legend, a millennium ago, the Yangtze towns were scattered all over the country. It was only when our Shangshu forebears all collectively saw the same dream that they chose to settle down on these lands. The legends of Shangshu has always been so magnificent. Outsiders may see it as mere legend, but to the locals it is history. The operator from the medical company Kroos, was it? If it wasn't for your help, she would likely have caught up to me. And my thanks, Mr. Zhang. So he's the fucking thief. He once saved my daughter from having her hot-headedness lead to disaster. It is only natural for me to come to your aid. At the end of the day, Rhodes Island is an unknown. What do you think, innkeeper? They are not part of the game. They are nonetheless standing very close to the table. I rarely see young women with such fine techniques, though. Seeing her chase after you give me a good idea of her abilities. And what's your assessment? She may be young, but she's battle-hardened veteran. Oh? Did you arrive at the conclusion that Zhang the innkeeper or Zhang Xingyue the asker to the frost? Both. You haven't once looked away from that fake cup. I'm only reminiscing about the goblet's original form. When we crossed the wilderness all those years ago, we ran into a group of bandits. None of them spoke Yangnese, and we hadn't the slightest idea where they came from. They blew up the caravan and tried to steal our wares. Though our escort association colleagues stopped them, still, there were far too many, all obsessed with our wares, and they followed us for 200 li. It was raining, visibility was low, and there was nary a light in sight. The bandits, who knew the terrain much better, followed us like shadows. We were afraid to counterattack, lest they have some kind of underhanded trick up their sleeves. We were too afraid to run either, lest we couldn't shake them. From what I heard, the Sui regulator once secretly commissioned the renowned Xingyu Escort Association to transport an item, only for it to be lost in an accident en route. That was my fault. I'm afraid I'm not very good with comforting words, Mr. Zhang. I simply never expected that the next time I met a crossbowman of such horrifying prowess would be in my hometown, in the dead center of the city, under a well-lit night, all for the same goblets. I truly cannot begin to explain how I feel. How did you escape then, Mr. Zhang? What do you mean? Oh, the incident you were just talking about, of course. My father always tells me that I am still young and inexperienced and should learn from my elders. If you would continue to share your story with me, I would gladly listen. Luck was on my side that night. Luck be in the air tonight. 2 of my men were hurt, good men. Neither of them made it. The association's rules is to save the goods, then the men. We all knew the risks when we joined the business. But with the injured dead and the goods threatened, that actually freed us to do as we pleased. It was pouring that night, helped to wash the blood off our blades. So you just need me to find the cup's owner? Correct. By owner, you mean a buyer or a collector? Not quite. It would be a much simpler matter if that were the case. That's strange. This cup was shockingly cheap. According to the black market appraisal I stole from the smugglers, it seems it's an actual antique, through and through. Who's the man of the hour then? I don't know their name, nor anything else really. Their gender, their race, their age. Well, where am I supposed to start then? Even sure they're in Shangshu? That much is certain, and only that. How do you know? Suppose our friend decides to take a trip? Would that make this a huge waste of time? No, they're in Shangshu, I can guarantee you that. If they had left Shangshu, I would have been notified. Strange. So you can monitor them, but you can't locate them. That's right. Are they some kind of monster or enlightened deity? You'll know what I mean once you see them. So they must leave some kind of indication that they're here. Is this the kind of funny business government officials have to deal with these days? Fine, I won't probe any further if you don't want to tell me. It's just that's not much of a lead in a town this big. They're most likely hiding in one of the 3 mounts. How do you figure? Our friend is unpredictable. But every once in a while they show up at the mountainside liquor shop to buy alcohol with no regularity whatsoever. It's fucking Ling, dude. Is it Ling? Yeah, it's Ling. It's fucking Ling, dude. It's fucking Ling, dude. Oh my god, it's Ling. But they've never come down to the valleys, nor have they ever appeared in the nomadic cities, in which case, they're most likely somewhere in the mountains. Very well then, the 30 mountains and 17 peaks it is. Sounds like a fun trip. Legend has it that our friend is an appreciator of fine weather and scenery, and they enjoy lounging in pavilions and writing poetry all the more. Legend, huh? It is more than a mere legend, actually. So you're familiar with them? Not exactly. In the end, you may just have to try your luck. Troublesome as it sounds. Do we have a deadline? I'd appreciate it if you take care of this as soon as possible. As you can tell, a few too many people already mixed up in the affair. The longer it continues, the greater the chance it will get even more out of hand. As for the cup, seeing as someone has their eyes on it, we should keep it in the safety of my estate. Amazing, Mr. Liang. First you had me bring it across thousands of li. Then you want me to find its owner, and now you won't even let me hold it. You're really putting me in quite a bind. Perhaps next time you arrange for me to help you from the comfort of Longmen. This is a sign of my trust in you. It's true though that if someone has their eyes on it, then keeping it on my person is asking for trouble. As for the Xingyu Inn, we're investigating it. Be careful on your way. If you need help, I can arrange for someone to accompany you. No need, a bodyguard tagging along would just make me stand out. It's trouble, and you know it. Are you certain you'll be fine on your own, though? Sure, as long as you aren't hiding anything else from me. I'm looking for someone, not investigating a scary smuggler ring in Longmen. How much trouble can it be? At least talk to Master Shen. As a veteran boatman, he can help you to get anywhere in Shangshu. Very well. Incidentally, is there a Zhuangjiang Peak among Shangshu's 3 mountains and 17 peaks? It's 18 peaks, actually. Ugh, just how stubborn are you, bitch? Calling kroos a bitch. Well, you're the only lead I've got, not letting you go. You're all alone with no lackeys. Are you sure you want to start a fight in a bustling part of town like this? Huh. How much did that thief of Longmen pay you to cover him like this? I don't know how things got to this point, but Mr. Li is one of our most important partners. Partners? Business then. And you believe him, just like that. You're sure he's not swindling you? I trust Rose Island, so I trust him, simple as that. Oh, seems we won't be coming to an agreement then. Looks like. But Innkeeper Zhang also said not to get you any more mixed up in this than you already are. Oh, judging by your reaction, Mr. Li got it right? Mr. Li got it right then. You're in this with the Innkeeper. You playing me for a fool, are you? You're just some shady girl from who knows where. How dare you make a fool of me? Fine, I'll make sure you pay for this. So we're doing this for real, huh? Alright, I've actually got a few things to ask you. Nothing to do with Mr. Li, but still. Regarding Miss Du, she may be my daughter, but I'm ashamed to say she is still very immature. No, she's your family. I'm in no position to meddle in your household affairs. How many inns and restaurants have you opened here in your town? I spent my entire life saving on this business. Fortunately, my old pals take care of me these days. The connections I made over the years finally came in handy. Well, it takes connection to survive in this business, of course. In the end, it's all down to how capable you are. Being a businessman is another thing entirely. It takes skill to start a business, but connections to build it up. No doubt you are already well aware of that, though. Not at all. My father always tells me that what youngsters like me lack isn't persistence or conviction. It's understanding of everything that surrounds us. Wise words indeed. Being holed up in a castle in the clouds is no way to live. Still, General Zul is a good father, but it doesn't matter what your father thinks. What truly important is what you think. Don't worry about that too much. When you are young, there's no shame in letting your frustration, curiosity, or anger get the better of you. On the contrary, young man, you don't want to lose your edge too early. Thanks for your advice. My advice wasn't just for you. It may sound simple, but it's no simple matter. I had to hear it for myself all the same. My daughter, what a headache she is. Hey, nice moves. Spare me the act. It didn't even connect. How come you're like a whole different person when you're fighting? My mates, Mr. Nothing's like that too. Are all you young knees like that? I don't want to hurt anyone, that's all. You call us thieves, didn't you? Aren't you going a little too easy on a thief? Save it. It's not going to fly this time. How about we stop beating around the bush then? Sure thing, I'm all for it. Gotta warn you though, I'm not exactly speaking for Mr. Lee here. Doesn't matter. Neither you nor that comment are the honest sort. Honest sort. The sooner we get this conversation over with, the better. Who did you say you were again? Codename Kroos, an operator currently on deployment from Rhodes Island. So Mr. Nothing's is that guy's codename? Something like that. He's not quite on the job just yet though. You work behind fake names, hiding knives beneath your smiles. What a sketchy lot. Oh, never heard of that one before. Someone hired us to take the cup back from the Arknights. Yapping is tricky language, and I can't say I've had time to master it, but when you use the phrase take back here, is it a little too convenient? I trust Mr. Lee. If he really had a grievance, or if this was all misunderstanding, did it really have to come to blows? This is the Yapping's heartland, not Syracuse or Boulevard. Violence won't get you anywhere. I have my reasons open with hostilities instead of courtesies. That said, do you seriously not know anything? Oh, so now I'm the one getting played for a fool, huh? If you really don't know, you best stay out of this and dig no further. You've already spoken with the Arknights. If you insist on sticking your nose into this, you'll ruin it for everyone. Well, Arknights HG, fix your fucking game. Well, aren't you the righteous one? What we are doing is righteous. Naturally, our reasons are righteous too. Now that I've told you this much, I might as well make this clear. Whether you believe me or not, I didn't rob the Liang estate. Do you know who did? Perhaps. You say you've already talked to Mr. Lee, so how about a truce? Can you give us an explanation? Will you accept? An explanation? You said the Longman was hired by Magistrate Land to deliver a goblet from Longman. So the one who hired the escort association could be someone even Liang Shun is afraid to offend. What? It's beyond complicated. Don't count on me to explain it to you. Mr. Nothing. Benefactor, are you alright? You punk, you're here to get in our way too? I haven't even said anything yet. Get on, boys. Well, that's enough chit chat for one night. Excuse me. Get out of here. Stop badgering that guy already. Hey, first you say you'll come get me, then now you don't. Why should you always give me such trouble? Hold on. You ain't half bad, and you know how to listen. So I'll leave you with a piece of advice. The mountain rapids are turbulent and steep. Stay out of this. Benefactor? I'm fine, don't worry. Miss Du, are you okay? Aren't those two working with the Arknights? Why don't we just tell them the truth? I know what I'm doing. Old man Zhang wants to dump this on us. Well, that's not going to happen. I've got to deal with the Arknights. The old banner has flown long enough. It's time to switch it out for a newer one. IW3. I'm good at presentation.
聞いてるけどあまり待たせないでどうせ誰かが気づく前にあなたの死体を影に沈めてあげる
嘲笑は恋に依頼てなる
Look at it. You see right now? And then you see now? Oh my god, that's so much fast.
What is it?
0.4 per second. Oh my god, so much faster. Look at that. It's OP. Oh, added. It's going. What the fuck is that? Peacock. Lol.
私の領域を犯したと
Alright. After this stage, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. While the ad is going.
には姿を映している
Yeah, that was pretty easy. Ah, shit, dude, there's still stories. Alright. While the ad is going, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Oh, perfect. Just in time, baby. Let's go. Take off the BRB text. Huh? Wait, I didn't read. Fuck. Midday, the skies are clear, as though the heavy rains the night before has been nothing but a lie. The second tallest of Shangshu's 3 mounts is Mount Zhuqi. Zhuqi is home to only 2 of the 17 peaks, the lesser of which is Nini Peak. There are 2,222 steps leading up to Nini Peak. While this may seem like a fascinating coincidence, additional steps were added specifically for the gimmick. The steps lead heavensward through the clouds. The higher you get, the fewer visitors can be found. A lush green mountain rarely ever trodden by footsteps. A few men can be seen here and there. All of them appear to be pole carriers in a first glance. This is no Mount Tian, but truly what a fine summit. How do you suppose they built a tea house up here in the mountains, where the roads aren't so much as paved? By hand, how else? On our way up here, we saw a pole carrier walking down the mountain, didn't we? They do this every day, carrying anything from food subs to bricks up from the base of the mountain. From what I hear, a single trip takes them a good few hours. It's very toilsome work. Even today, some remote mountains are still rely on pole carriers for their survival. Can't they build a ropeway for some cable cars or something? First, they need a plot of land to build on one day. Right. Not that I know the first thing about building ropeways. Those guys really are amazing, though. They probably rake in quite a bit of dough, don't they? Not until recently. I saw on the news not too long ago that the Shangshu magistrate thinks very highly of the coolies. The government's even footing the bill for the tea house tea, huh? Pardon, excuse me. Noon tea. You got it, Master Shang. Haven't seen you yet for a couple days. How you been? Same old. What are you up to? Saw my son. Oh, is that time again? I've forgotten. If you told me sooner, we could have gone together. Don't worry about it. He likes the quiet. It's been years now. I'm only saying this because we know each other so well. And I mean no disrespect, but well, we can't be stuck in the past. You speaking for Zhang Qingyue? Come on. You know he personally invested in all the tea houses here. You're on his payroll. You speak for him. No offense is taken. That's half my own opinion too. Half offended then. Been years already. Just hear me out. Have some tea and think it through. Isn't that the man we saw go down the mountain earlier? I think so. It hasn't been that long, has it? He's back already? He and his buddies must have some kind of relay system, so he only goes down halfway. That's the only plausible explanation. No, the dude is just fucking built different. No good. Can't get through to him. There's no response, which means Nian and Dusk aren't in Changshu yet. They might not be following the mission directives. Benefactor? Yeah, I know what you're about to say. I'm hardly a clever man, but I certainly can't claim to remember everything I see. But if my eyes did not deceive me, the case that Mr. Li handed to Mr. Liang carried the same pattern as the trinket that Nian had. Must have something to do with it, with them suddenly breaking off from the team. What should we do? Well, I kind of saw this coming too. I talked to Lava, you see, asked her to contact the operators near Shangshu and have them come get us as soon as possible as she made to the office. Oh, so you came prepared. Nan was acting awfully dodgy the whole way. I figured she was up to something. Are you suggesting we stay here for the time being then? We bumped into Mr. Li, naturally you have to help him. Then the contracts and everything. I see, you'll handle this fairly and impartially, while remaining vigilant and conscientious. Yeah, anyways, you continue to command my utmost respect, benefactor. But Mr. Li's a smart man. He never bothered with requesting Rose Island's assistance ever since we ran into him at the inn. Maybe he's been trying to tell us not to get too involved. If this really does have to do with Nian though, not to mention Taihe and Zuo. Anyway, we'll check out the rendezvous point when the time comes. Nian's probably gonna be a no-show, but Dusk isn't that kind of girl. You might see her there. Right, Dusk is likely to drop in or two at least. No matter how I slice it though, sometimes things are just too coincidental. Nothing, mate. You didn't have any particular reason for choosing that inn, right? Oh, you jest. Suppose I had an ulterior motive? How could I have counted on a gloom pincer knocking my car over and then us running into each other? And just who is it that made everything line up so perfectly? The HG writers. Benefactor, that was a jest, right? A joke, a jape. You couldn't possibly be suspecting me, could you, Benefactor? Dad? What's the matter? I thought I was in charge of this whole thing. Someone has to clean up the mess. If you can do it, then clearly I could too. Wrong. Even if you could, you can't. As long as you still do Yao Ye and not do head of the Escort Association, there's absolutely no way. Why? You still fail to realize why I didn't seize the Karya when he was at the end. Why I stopped you even. It's because of that cultist with the skills and that nothing, dude. Seems you still have much to learn. What do you mean? You have no eye for people. Dad, do you want me to inherit the association, or do you want me to be the naive misdo my whole life? An escort has many enemies. You don't understand. And so I should continue to be the stupid, ignorant daughter of the association's head? I'm supposed to let everyone think that Zhang, head of an escort association, is now just an honest businessman and I'm a successor who is now up to snuff? You know that's not who I am. Yeah, my girl. You know the size of the bone the young people at the escort association have to pick with you. What do they know? What do you know? You're trying to wash your hands of the business, yet you don't even realize how long the younger generation has been unhappy with the current state of the association. Then are you telling me, in all honesty, that starting a new association with those inexperienced disciples is what you truly want? Is that who you are now? All I know is that you made me to do this. You made me do this, Dad. And that if I succeed, not only will they all bow down to me, I'll have a fine new addition to my rap sheet. I'm worried that you might not have what it takes. And I'm even more worried that you're actually trying to mess this up. I don't know what you're talking about. If you change your mind, then hurry up and tell me. And if you haven't, then stop worrying about me. How did it go, miss? What did the innkeeper say? How do you think it went? Zhang got played. They switched out with a decoy. At least we don't have to screw this one. At least we don't have to screw this one up ourselves. Sounds like he's already on top of it. Not necessarily. He knows what we're up to. He knows. But what should we do then? If our master is around us, we can't do it. We can't do nothing. Solving a problem like this can take a while, but creating a new one is simple enough. I had the same thought when I first visited Changshu years ago, but the people here are really quite something. From Xingyuan to Duyun, how many wondrous peaks and precipitous paths will we have to cross? The city is dispersed along the mountain chain, and there are settlements settled all across. What a wondrous sight. So, have you come to understand why you came to be robbed? I'm not stupid. Though I trust Liang Shun, and therefore I trust you, Master Shen. Well, you got smarts, I'll give you that. Is that what Liang Shun said about me? I came to that conclusion myself. Where does Mr. Liang come into this? He once told me that I put up a front and my predictions never come true. But I have a good eye for people. That's what I meant. It's all a matter of experience. Let's go. This is as high as Hunten Peak gets, and we haven't even seen any pavilions on our way up here. Kujiang Peak isn't far from here, but why pick that one? If we're looking for someone, shouldn't we start where more people live? What did they used to call Kujiang? Zhuangjiang Peak. It was difficult to write, so they changed it when it got turned into a tourist spot. Bingo. I had a dream that I was looking for someone on that peak. Now, if that isn't strange, surely you didn't learn about the old name on your last trip to Changshu? Maybe, or perhaps I have a mountain spirit guiding me. You know how to use arts, right? Think they call them Originium arts now? An inkhorn of a name, I tell you, but they've always been around. And it may as well be the gods and spirits you speak of. No, that's not quite right, Mr. Shen. It is man who uses Fulu, and thus it is man who triumphs over nature. It is man who triumphs over nature. I think I like that saying. Alright, Originium arts it is. I don't really get these Originium studies. What are you spacing out for? Did I just say something? Man who triumphs over nature? No. Never mind, I was probably daydreaming. Kujiang Peak. Zhuangjiang Peak. We looked there numerous times, but the search always came up empty-handed. Naturally. Yet, the Sui regulator has nonetheless came to a decision. Yes. Has her presence in Shangshu all these years ever proven to be a transgression, though? Why then did she lend Yang her strength, defending her borders dozens of times? Over such a long stretch of time, it certainly defies common sense. But the situation at hand seems to be going against your wishes, Mr. Liang. If she is a shadow, then the goblet from Longmen must be a flicker of light. Let me up the BGM a little bit. Just a little bit. Did the light come first, or did the shadow? A difficult yet meaningless question. What is truly difficult are the people who try to answer this question. The Sui regulators came to me directly, to reason with me in person. Naturally, I understand the gravity of the circumstances. You promised General Zul that when the cup arrived in Shangshu, you would feign its theft, allowing it to make its way to its son, Lord Zul. All to fool certain individuals. Correct. Though I couldn't possibly have explained this all to old Li, an outsider. Then you should not have chosen a Longmanite to handle this. Given my status, I can't act rashly. It would do more harm than good if it blemishes the early spring festivities. And as the magistrate, all matters, both large and small, are of utmost importance to me. Is he not a friend of yours? He is my friend, but he is also an outsider. We can hardly blame you. There are too many eyes. What of the cup? As I entrusted my friend with the matter, naturally it is with him. You wish to have the Longmanite uncover Ling's whereabouts without lifting a finger yourself? Correct. Oh. Rumor has it the cup can possess the things around it. Is it true? Mr. Taihe, I have a question myself. Please go ahead. Let us cast aside our status and speak as equals. The Sui regulator bypassed the Ministry of Rights for this matter, far overstepping its bounds. Once the Ministry learns of this, there will likely be quite the quarrel between the two parties. You are the Deputy Monitor Censor of the Department of Discipline and Supervision. What are your thoughts? I am indebted to the General, and am merely repaying the favor. If it comes down to personal feelings, then that is correct. The Department of Discipline and Supervision's Monitor Censor oversees hundreds of officers and champions integrity. It seems to me there should be no place for personal feelings. If the Department of Discipline and Supervision learns of this and finds the Ministry of Rights in the rights and the Sui regulator in wrong, what will become of those personal feelings? Garner loyalty and forsake righteousness. There wasn't even the slightest hesitation in your answer, Mr. Taihe. Naturally. It was the General himself who taught me those words. Truly a fine man, then. You needn't worry, however. General Zul is a Yangnese soldier. He would never do anything illegal. Did something force the Sui regulator's hand, then? Even if it means bypassing the Ministry of Rights. Lord Exorcist Zhuo Zhuangliao is a man who normally gives the affair in the borderlands his utmost attention, who could have diverted his attention to a mere goblet. It is no trivial matter, but hardly a significant one either, and I am certain you already know who it is. Please take care, Mr. Liang. It seems the spring will be colder than expected. What are they on about? Here we are. Aside from a few houses here and there, this is the only town near Guizhang Peak. What kind of place is this? Before Shangshu City was built, it was near the border. The mountain was full of mineral resources, and many blacksmiths and stonemasons worked here. What about now? With the world at peace, the nomadic city are all parked around the mountain range. Aside from the few forges kept around as tourist spots, the town is mostly bed and breakfast now. What lies at the top of the Guizhang Peak, then? No idea. Perhaps there's a place for wine and chess. After all, if it was scenic, there would be no need to go look for them. Most likely it's a remote place no one ever visits. I know Shangshu's mountains and waters like the back of my hand. Never heard of any pavilions off the beaten path, though. Guizhang Peak has only an empty swath of land. The legend goes that a god staring into the deep waters there attained enlightenment by forgetting the waters surrounding it. From then on, everyone called it a field of forgotten water. I see. Sounds like our friend won't be easy to find then. How about we start with the wine shops? Might be futile without knowing what they look like, though. Any ideas, Master Shen? When seeking a man, there's this one simple trick that has worked since ancient times. Have them seek you out instead. True, a little passive for my tastes. I have an idea, though. What is it? Need something? Miss Ning. Reading for leisure, I see. Fine taste as always, my lord. Reading for leisure enriches the mind. If there's something you would like to ask, please go ahead. My lord, is something weighing on your mind? What do you mean? Your friend from Longmen. There's no hiding anything from you, Miss Ning. There is a minor matter, though it is entirely personal. What is the concern? We're looking for someone. What kind of someone? An old friend of ours, a practitioner of the martial arts. I see, is that all? His name is Huai. Seems a simple thing. I did say it was a minor matter, you needn't worry. You should hide no secrets from me, my lord. And I have none to hide. Very well then. The lady before him walks across the room and takes a glance at the bookshelf. He appears engulfed in a sense of defeat. Fortunately, her mood quickly lightens. It often changes rapidly. My lord, the book you are reading, is it a historical record? It's about an old catastrophe that happened within the bounds of Shangshu's 3 mounts. You seem to be very fond of that piece of history. I saw it with my own eyes, I can never forget it. If I remember correctly, Tale of the 3 Mounts. I'm surprised you remember. It seems I've reread that book far too many times. I only happened to notice. May I borrow it? I will be paying Uncle Bai a visit. I can read it on my downtime. Bai. As you wish. Very well, but... Oh, forgive me. Let me get it for you. I haven't been able to read it much lately, so I placed it fairly high on the shelf. Thank you. So I'll be visiting Bai, the potter. Yes. Please give him my regards. Of course. I'll take my leave now. Tale of the 3 Mounts. My lord, I am sure you never realized, but I have actually already taken a peek at your bookshelf. Once, when you worked late into the night and fell asleep in your study. He's never put this book so high up. There was a new case on the shelf too. What could be inside?
少し休憩して被害を確認しましょう。次にここで死ぬのは私たちかもしれないんだから。祝うことなんて何もないわ。
What the fuck are they on about? What is happening? Give me a moment. Oh, that's that good shit. You need 12 for kroos? Oh my god, what the fuck?
ドクター、ご機嫌いかがかな？
何か飲みませんか、ドクター。
Reading enriches the mind. That much is true. Arknights is what I'd read. XDD.
ドクター、ご機嫌いかがかな？
Fuck. Getting a 3-star spark. Stamina. He's still playing that game? Oh man. Definitely feels hotter today, even though it's not actually hotter. But the previous days were my past couple days where my body's temperature wasn't working right. Made me feel like it's like insanely hot right now. Not insanely hot. Da, 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 da. Is there anyone here that's good? Siege, Mizuki, Hung, Aurora. I could honestly grab Aurora just for full pot. Like, she's at pot 4. I only need 2 more. It would be something, you know? But I think I need all the yellow I can get. All the yellow certs. That's right. You can buy 2 of these. These are unlimited, right? You can buy however many of these you want, right? I can definitely buy it. It's 90. But I mean, if Aurora is, you know, it's in the next banner. I mean, I think there's a chance. Tuye scene. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no, I'm not grabbing it. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, how do you change this? What the fuck? Is it only these? Is it only these 3 that you can change? Because the ones I have doesn't change, right? Oh, what the fuck? You can change it here. Hold up then. Hold the fuck up. Oh, there we go. Wait, who is that? Oh, that's Vulpes? Oh, dude, I just figured out you could fucking change this, dude. Oh my god. Hold up, I want to screenshot this. Easy, change it back. There we go. Fuck off, thorns. Ba 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 da da da. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Very nice. It's time for IW4. Invitation wine for Hills of 3 Mountains. Hello, Ducky. This doesn't look particularly hard, to be honest. I was born in a small village 100 li away from what is today Changshu. It was a beautiful oasis. If you gazed out from the village, you would see a range of mountains that formed a line. The line enveloped a swath of land named Changshu. There was a catastrophe when I was young. The mountains covered a wide area, and the looming clouds covered an even wider area. The catastrophe messengers were quick at their work. As we evacuated, we could see sparks lighting up the sky. All of us knew that Shangshu's 3 mountains would never look the same after a catastrophe passed. But little do we know, it was all the same. I was still very young. All I remember is the adults swaying back and their forced smiles. The rescue team moved quickly, but all of us knew that the houses, the farms, and the orchards would all perish in the storm. Orchids? We passed a mountain on our way. With my own eyes, I saw a drunken woman lounging in a pavilion. This motherfucking Ling, dude. A drunk. I saw her share a toast with the sky. I saw her fall unconscious in the pavilion, completely inebriated, I'm assuming. The rescue team didn't stop. The adults around me pretended as though they didn't see her. A black goblet. Was this the cup she drank from? Miss Lee. Sir, do you need something? Can you describe the guest just now? Of course, I can never forget a forte hunk like him. Prepare 2 boxes of pastries and pay Miss Ning a visit. If Miss Ning meets with the forte there, come back and let me know. Very well. Though why aren't you? My apologies. I shouldn't have asked. I will go right now. Benefactor, I ask around. It seems we will arrive at a rendezvous point if we follow this path up the mountain. But suppose we really don't find anyone there. What should we do? Then we'll just have to go back to the Liang estate to find Mr. Lee. He said Magistrate Liang asked him to look into the goblet's owner. We should help him out. What if Miss Du spoke the truth, and it was indeed a man of renown who seeks this cup? Would Magistrate Liang truly know nothing of it? But would that all of this was a mere pre-mediated conspiracy? Why would Magistrate Liang needs to go through the trouble and put on such a show? It's not like we haven't ever seen any big shots ourselves. I mean, the boy who claimed to be the messenger. If only the doctor was around, he could just handle all this trouble off. I miss the dorm soft beds. Why must we always mix ourselves up in trouble? Finish your tea. It's time to go. Oh shit, it's her. I forgot her name. Should be around here. Hot water coming through. Out of the way. Hey, watch out. Struth. Don't scratch the pain, Coppa. Huh? A letter from just now? Rimbiltonian. Oi, mate. Oi. Oi, crikey, mate. It's past rendezvous time. They really didn't come. What should we do now? We don't know if Benefactor Lava has been to the office. Perhaps we should wait a little longer. We can meet up with Mr. Lee first. Ah, shit. An ink spirit? Hold on. Can those things leave the scrolls? I have no idea myself. Hey, little guy, where did you come from? Where's your owner? Gah! Hey, no biting. Let go. You're the one who provoked it. Bitey, that's enough. Ow. Dusk. When you don't have phones, this is how you communicate, I suppose. We ran into a bit of trouble. You have to bear with me talking to you this way. Trouble. Don't worry about it. It's nothing you can help with. In Changshu, we ran into some court envoys who are investigating what happened at Mount Huiqi in Kowu City. They say they're from their sui regulator. I thought Nian would have everything sorted out by the time she came knocking on my door. It seems I should have kept my expectations low with the way she goes about things. Did you fight them? Heaven forbid we should try to tussle with the mandarins. Not that we would have won if we tried, haha. It mentioned you and Nian, but it didn't seem like they were looking into you too seriously. They came to Changshu on a different mission. I don't know about that. Do you have any clues? It's got something to do with the black goblets. Black goblets. She's like, oh fuck, it's Ling, isn't it? We're helping a certain Mr. Lee to look into the cup masters too. Cup's master too. The cup looked like it had a pattern on it, much like the trinket that Nian gave Benefactor Lava. A cup. No wonder something seems strange. I have a pretty strong hunch as to who that cup belongs to. She can help us with quite a bit if we actually manage to find her. At the very least, she can help me keep Nian's mouth shut. Let's get out of here already. The old fart's rambling away and she's really pissing me off. It's your turn. Is that Nian? You must have misheard. Heavenly Forge. Perhaps we should keep you no longer. You say you're looking for the master of the cup, wouldn't you? Find her before the mandarins do. Persuade her to help us. At the very least, drag this out until we get to Changshu. Don't let the sui regulators take her away. I'm counting on you. We're back? We're back, boys. Matter of fact, is it just me, or does this baffling trickery of dusk really comes in handy? It's not worldly arts anyways, so don't bother trying to learn it. But it is convenient, I'll give you that. You're looking for a pavilion. I'm guessing that a pole carrier like you, having come up and down a mountain so many times, the range here must be like your own backyard. Let me tell you then, 3 mountains and 17 peaks are full of pavilions, be it old rest stops or newly built scenic spots. It's tough to find specific one. You can do it. It'll take a lot of work, and I get paid by the trip, you know? Not like anyone across the world will work for free. Indeed, here's your reward then. You're from Longmen? Yes. What should I call you, kind sir? The name Shang. Like Shang-Chi. What do you want from me? What do you want me to do for you? Be your guide? Or do you want me to find somewhere that fits the description and report back? Time is of the essence. It'll be better if we can split up. You're not from around here. And you're with a boatman. I've spent a very long time in the rivers, and I'm familiar enough with the area. The rivers are nothing like the mountain roads. They're both in Changshu. You can skip the Bieli, Jiun, and Qingluang peaks. They're just small peaks that people back in the old days decided to count towards the 17 peaks. Very well, we'll actually focus our search today on the Kujiang peak here. I'd appreciate if you could find me some clues before sundown, and please do look out for any towns with famous wine shops while you're in the mountains. Wine. Aren't all those who frequent pavilions connoisseurs of drink? They're always passed out drunk in them. I'll ask around then. Much thanks. We'll meet in the tea house there in the evening then. Very well. See ya. Independently contracted. Well, if you aren't a casual guy, you pull a random person off the street and ask him to help you. Aren't you afraid of getting duped? I'm a detective. Gotta take a risk every now and then. Can we trust him? Just barely. You got attention from all the shopkeepers along the road. That means you got decent relationships. A pole carrier who could swindle this little money wouldn't have such a good reputation in the neighborhood. Besides, it is better than searching blindly. You have points. Where do we head next then? Any clues? A mysterious person that our magistrate insists is in Changshu. Their whereabouts unknown nonetheless. Wouldn't hang out in a normal town like this. So much of the problem isn't So much of the problem lies in the cup. Besides, if someone's bent on getting their hands on this no-name goblet, it only means that the little trinket is key. Master Shen, suppose the two of us run into the thieves from the other day. You think we can fend them off together? I've spent a few decades on the rivers, and the only thing I've worried about is how my grandchildren are doing in school. I've never fought anyone, and it would be quite the problem if I ever run into bandits. All I can do is be your tour guide, kid. If you're worried, you better go to Mr. Liang soon and have him find you a bodyguard too. You haven't ever needed to lift a finger in your line of business. I have been boating on the rivers for a few dozen years. I've never gotten myself into any of those hairy situations. I can guarantee your safety if we run into some wild beasts on our journey through the mountains. But with all the construction around the mountains the past couple of years, you won't come across any beasts. So there aren't any wild beasts, but are there any creatures with metal plates on their backs? Now what's that about? I don't know myself. Where did you see that? I saw it. Well, right here. This is... it's gone. You scared it away. Hey, need something? You have the cup? We work for innkeeper Zhang. He has a small eatery in his town as well. He wants to treat you to lunch. Run. Run. Really don't understand what Mrs. Du and the innkeeper is thinking. This is such a pain in the ass. First they want us to steal the goods, then they want us to ensure no one makes off with it. And they even want us to get in the employer's way. Huh? Hey, get up. Take a look at over there. Stop right there. Hello, sir. How may I help you? It's like when you you know, on like the old, or not really old, but like on like Pokemon games, when you try to avoid the other trainer's gaze, you just but then you get caught anyways. You try to avoid them because you don't want to fucking do a battle, or you get caught anyways. Like, fuck, aggroed, unlucky. I'm traveling right now, but I lost my wallets. I don't know anybody here that can help me out. All of you lose your wallets together? No, we couldn't all be bothered to bring our backpacks with us, you know? So we put our cameras and wallets and whatnot in all in one bag. It's the bag that we lost. We ain't gonna ask much from you. Just head back down the mountain and call the cops at the hotel there. I promise it'll be worth your while. Please help us. Look at the time already. Sundown here comes early, huh? Nothing, mate. How do we get to the Liang estate again? This way, benefactor. Changshu's streets and alleys are vivid and colorful. There's a certain charm to gazing out at the mountains in the distance and the markets below from atop the skyscrapers here. Ah, fuck. I accidentally clicked. It's an entirely different scenery than what you find in Kowu. Right. It's got a nice vibe. And the view is great. Not to mention, when the wind blows, you can sometimes smell the rust. Am I right? It has been a while since my blade was last unsheathed. How could it possibly rust? You need us for something? Of course, Rose Island has gotten too involved. So you've been digging up dirt on us. Here's a Youngese idiom you might like, Miss Cruz. Justice casts a wide net. A medical company that strives to rescue all infected and sees them as equals, regardless of their race, status, and wealth. Even the purest of mountain springs must be no match for Rose Island impurity. Thanks for the compliments. Oh, please don't get the wrong idea. I didn't mean that as a threat. After all, if Rose Island was a dishonest organization, you two would be in jail right now. In other words, I would like you two to see our current situation as a form of trust. So should I say thanks? However, infected should not be wandering about in such a bustling part of town out in the open. Safety remains a concern after all. Would you follow me? Let's take this somewhere else. What should we do, benefactor? This kid's sketchy through and through. Not necessarily. And it's not like we have a choice. Sure, let's go somewhere else. Very well, I see you two have formidable talents as well. I'll wait for you at the top of the tower to the north in a quarter hour. Neom, he fucking ninja dashed. Is that what you guys call Qinggong in Yangni's martial arts? More or less. Of course, considering his martial powers, he's no normal human. Alright, fine. He's extraordinary, actually. I don't see you get this serious often. You jest, my benefactor. I'm always solemn and serious about every last detail. To possess such fine skills at his age, he must have studied under a distinguished master to hone his extraordinary talent. Even that might be an understatement. His abilities are likely beyond our imagination. Like I was saying, if he had that bull of a mandarin for a bodyguard, he is not to be taken lightly. They know about Nian and Dusk, obviously. They know about Mr. Li too. Dusk said we have to find the Goblet Masters first. Getting involved with the Yangni's Mandarin though. Amiya is going to chew me out when we get back. If only the doctor. Guess we can't always count on the doctor, huh? If only I was there. Oh shit. We gotta fight. IW4.
暴力を憂えることはない。死にはおのずから安息の地がある。
信号はいや悪いね。僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。
私と奪い合いをする気？
我が弦を発する。
悪くない眺めだ。
Look at it, the battery.
問題ない。いや悪いね。
Look at it. Look at it go.
信徒じゃないよ。
Bam.
境を立てる印。
接敵した。行け。
What the fuck spawns 15?
モンスター座標についた。
Shit.
ここは私が見る。
Oh, they're not living now. And these guys aren't living now. Damn, that RNG.
後ろだ。 接敵した。行け。奴らが災いを生み出し、戦争を引き起こした元凶なの。
Oh, yeah.
死人が姿を映してる。
Look at this. Oh man, I love the extinguish of locals. It kills them all. Bam.
私よりも息を犯した。
These games life, dude. I wonder how you're supposed to deal with those things. I legitimately wonder. Ascalon is a good pick. Oh, we're back at the end. Well, that was an unfruitful day. I never had such headaches back at the ages of the Long Men. Because Mr. Liang left you no leads to follow? No, it's actually because I have a lot of friends in Long Men. And aside from Mr. Liang the shut-in, the only friend I have in Changshu is you, Mr. Master Shen. There's a crowd at this door, isn't there? Doesn't look like they're trying to be discreet. Hey, the Longmanites here too, right? Don't be rash. Just don't get them away. Just don't let them get away. Keep an eye on them. I don't suppose we walk into their trap. Weird, it doesn't matter how glorious they were in the old days. They're just a bunch of restauranters now. Do they really have this much of influence? There's no one else around. Wait. Master Shang, I'm here. Have a seat. Would you like some tea? I ask around. There are few spots that fit the description. Very few visitors, but there are some pavilions that I have been around for a while. I marked them on the map. As for your wine shops, wherever there's a settlement, it's practically guaranteed that there is one. These places fit the bill. There's one at Gujang Peak? I have no idea myself, but old Xiang insists there is. These are all out of the way trails. No normal sightseers would go there. Be careful. I say thank you, Master Shang. I will take my leave then. Master Shang, do you know those men outside the door? Don't know them. Goodbye. A man of few words, I love him. What's going on? Tell the innkeeper, Master Shang and the Lama and I have dealing with each other. Should we still block the way out of here? What the hell are you trying to block? Let's go, we're out of here. Fucking running, dude. You're back. The trip was a complete waste. Please don't ask. I'm just worried about the bandits coming after you. As long as you're looking out for me, they won't make trouble. What's more, our hot little goblet isn't in my possession anymore. You should be careful yourself. No need. We found out who ambushed you. It's all a misunderstanding. They thought you were some smuggler pillaging artifacts. Well, it sounds like Shangshu's chivalric code is alive and well. That was quite the brawl for a minor misunderstanding. Don't blame them. Master Shen, Li isn't a local. I'm afraid I'll need you to take care of him for the next couple of days. Of course, it's not a big deal. I know things are hectic at the docks lately. I'll pay you double your wage for your time. Don't worry about it, Mr. Liang. We never talk money. I can't do wrong by my citizens. You've been a great help, and I might need more of your help in the future. Fine then, if that's how you feel, then I won't push it. I'll stick with our boy Li for as long as he's here. Those of us who make a living on the mountains, trails, and rivers know the 3 mounts and 17 peaks like the back of our hands. Thank you. Liang Shun. What's the matter? We'll talk inside. I remember telling you that as long as you aren't hiding anything from me, this will be nothing complicated. Tell me, what exactly is the story behind the cup and its master? You can't tell me? No. I ran into those guys again on the mountains today. What? So that little misunderstanding of yours isn't actually even very convincing. I'll hire the stakes. As high as heaven. Should've told me sooner. I was afraid to get dragged into the mess if you knew too much. So you still think I'm not part of this mess? Forgive me. You should get some rest. If our friend proves to be difficult to locate, then you don't have to worry about it. We've come this far, you can't suddenly have second thoughts about this, can you? I appreciate the feeling, but if I really call it quits here, there's the end of the good life for you. I know that much. So what's on the table? You can at least tell me that, can't you? Both the people and the country. All the stakes do sound high, and of such a tall tale, I'm finding that kind of hard to believe. I would never joke about such a serious matter. Of course, I know you wouldn't. Let me change the subject then. You wouldn't be entertaining a lovely lady this evening, would you? Fuck, shit. There's nothing between me and Miss Ning. I never said there's anything between you two. Your eyes said enough. Really, everyone always ridicules you for how unsociable you are, but even Huai Tianpei's girls all grown up now. You have to have scored a home run at least once or twice. You have your reasons then. How about a drink? It's high time we had a drink together. Right, we're long overdue. Truly are a swift one, Miss Kroos. The innkeeper wasn't kidding. Where's the man with the fan? We couldn't risk a complete wipeout in case you had any traps set up here, can we? How peculiar. I thought you would send him while you hide in the shadows. As the saying goes, once you sacrifice a pawn to save one's queen. Not only are you the queen, you're a crossbowman and an escape artist. Even so, you came personally. Well, my mate's nothing isn't a regular operator yet. I can't just have him fly into the face of danger. And yet you still have the mind for danger, especially when you have to go it alone, don't you? If you're the kind of bloke who goes all I can see right through you just to seem smart. I'd rather go home and have a sleep. So temperamental. Forget I say anything then. I'll get to the point. We've looked into Rhodes Island a little. With so little time, we didn't take up a lot of information. I don't claim to fully know you, but at least know you can be trusted. Can I? Not only did I butt my head into this affair, I'm infected, you know? You must put the right people to the right job. Orpathy is a misfortune that all infected face. What does that have to do with their responsibilities or skills? I would like Rose Island to do us a favor. No, in fact, if you don't help us, then I'm afraid you'll be making an enemy of us. You want Mr. Lee's goblets. When I chased the thief that night, right away, the track split into two. It was dark out and he moved quick, but I never took my eyes off the one who actually left the Liang estate. I lost him not long thereafter though. And then a certain someone showed up, and just like it was planned diversion. The innkeeper drew my attention. Was he drawing it away from you? No wonder he thinks so highly of you. Bingo, eh? What does that cup have to do with Sui? You know Sui. Oh, it looks like you're not lying. Though you know only half the story. Oh, is that so? Is that so? Considering you see Nian and Dusk as friends, and that she told you about this much, they must see Rose Island as a lifeline of sorts. In years past, so long as they stayed in line and broke no rules, the Sui regulators would turn a blind eye to whatever they did. But nowadays, things are different. Not only are times changing, you are on our friendly terms with Nian, and you even brought Dusk of her mountain. That puts you on the Sui regulators' wrong side. We were just... I know you meant no ill will, but what comes next? How is Great Yen meant to know that they're not planning anything when they are all in one place? Great Yen. I'm not trying to exaggerate. Nian and Dusk disappeared not long after they reached Shangshu, and it just so happened that a goblet associated with them made its way here around the same time. Furthermore, the man of the hour is on Rhodes Island side. This is a tremendous coincidence, wouldn't you say so, Miss Kroos? And I'm not one to believe in coincidences. Oof. I forgot to hang clothes to dry. Oh no, if I don't get to that now, there won't be anything to wear tomorrow. Ah shit. Shangzong, huh? Shouldn't have come. Now get lost, I'll pretend I didn't see you. There was a young man who asked me to look for a pavilion in the mountains. We all know things were complicated when you left. But not only did you leave us without an explanation, you even set the innkeeper up. Going by the rules, that makes you a traitor. Then your men surrounded him. Please, traitor, Brother Shang, I'm begging you, if anyone sees us, things will get hairy. Please, let us put a stop to this. Who is that man? Brother Shang. I'm asking you, who is that man? The Longman Knights? Yes. It's all business. It's got nothing to do with outsiders. And I have nothing to tell you. There'll be 10 full years at the end of this one. I've been thinking of giving the association an explanation soon. I'll give all of you an explanation. I'll settle the score with Zhang Qingyue. I still can't tell you, Brother Shang Liu, who pulled you out of the fire all those years ago. I can't say. It has to do with Goblet, doesn't it? The cup from 10 years ago. You. Bingo then. So that's the goblet the kids have been talking about. You didn't interrogate any of the young disciples, did you? This must be fate. He knows something. Hey, Zhangzhong, don't just leave after you got answer from me. Our years of friendship meant nothing to you, huh? Hey. Looks like you're a better drinker than you used to be. The Liangshu of the good old days would probably be curling up in into a ball under the table right about now. I drink by myself every now and then. Oh, that's our magistrate Liang. You find the time to drink even as government official. Hold on, you drink by yourself every now and then. That doesn't mean what I think it does. What it means, does it? I drown my sorrows. It's human nature. They say that it takes a personality change to build your tolerance for alcohol. Wise words, don't you think? It's a fair point. When we drown our sorrows, it's a whole myriad of relationship we're trying to drown. To tell you the truth, I was actually pretty surprised when I saw you again. Why is that? The Liangsheng I know is a methodical, taciturn fellow. I remember the time in school, outside the chamber of teachers emeriti. Outside the chambers of teachers emeriti. When you said you were going to bless all under heaven, you said the world's a harsh, cold place, so you'd build a fire to warm everybody up. And they would never know darkness again. I was just spouting words. We were young. Perhaps those were exact words that led me to reflect on myself now. It was years ago. Many years ago. You aren't the refined young master you used to be either. Time flies, and I've frittered all mine away. It's been a long time since you left home. Have you spoken to your family? It hasn't been that long since I left home. You're saying that detective agency in Longmen is your home now. Of course. What about back in Jiangdong? Jiangdong, or Kongtong as we call it, is just a place with a house, some lanterns, and a few old friends. We've both changed. I hope that when we clink our glasses together, it's not the sound of our past ambitions crumbling away that we hear. No, that's not quite right. You're a mandarin of some standing and the magistrate responsible for a city. If the masses are happy with you, perhaps you have already achieved your dreams. We still have a long road ahead of us. Shangshu has always been a bustling place. What I'm trying to accomplish is just gilding the lily. Yeah, I hope that you won't forget who we once were then. Oh, got a 3-minute ad break. Come back. Seems like Yang's research into occult mysticism is the greatest secret across this whole world. You make it sound like we don't want to share. They may take different forms, but all nations approach the same problem in their own way. Everyone faces this issue. Though because of certain historical reasons, Great Yan's Sui regulators happens to be at the forefront of pharmacologgy. Always has been, always will be. Kerek still worships them as gods, and Sami attempts to coexist with them. But the Sui regulators' research has advanced to unparalleled heights. So the Sui and Sui regulators' name is the same Sui that Nian talks about. Did Nian tell you about those legends? The old emperor, the wild hunt, and what they uncovered? That's the stuff Lava talked about. In ancient times, the people thought of certain creatures as gods. And with civilization's advancements, they gradually began to go in hiding. The Sui is one such creature. Certain creatures. Whether they actually meet the definition of living being is up for debates, and I don't suppose we need to go there. All you need to know is that when at last they come to bring destruction to the world, Yan has the power to annihilate them, that's all. Fair enough? This is not exactly confidential Sui regulator information, but it's not exactly common knowledge either. I'm telling you all this, not because I want a scholarly discussion. Nian, Dusk, and the one who's in hiding somewhere in Shangshu, all of them are under the Sui regulator surveillance. Normally these things would not happen at such a pace, but then one day the clouds all dissipated from that mountain. By the time the Sui regulators' candle holders arrived, Dusk was nowhere to be found. That happened just a few days ago. It only took a few days for the candle holder to brief the court on this matter too. That's something. That's quite a bit of distance between Mount Hoichi and the capital, isn't there? Rhodes Island is getting itself involved without knowing the whole picture. The ignorant are blameless. On the contrary, it's unimaginable that you would work with those two without knowing anything. And now we would like Rhodes Island to follow Sui regulars' arrangements and persuade the Longmanites to surrender the goblet himself. I knew it. Liang Shun was under your thumb the whole time. Correct. You had Mr. Li deliver the cup all the way from Longmen to be stolen, and it's all for all the show, huh? You called the magistrate by name, but gave the Longmanite a courtesy title. It shows you're a good person. Does being a good person mean anything else in Yan? Please don't get the wrong idea. I'm not trying to beat around the bush. All I'm saying is that you aren't hiding your trust in the Longmanite anymore. Is it because of his partnership with Rhodes Island? Ad break is finishing now. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's actually more than that. He's a friend too. There aren't many people we can truly call friends. It seems like Yan at Dusk are your friends too. It sounds like the street regulars have some high standings in Yan. So why is the ruse? Why the ruse? What are you trying to fool? I'm afraid that's more than what Rose Island needs to know. Are you straight up? And you straight up admit that? There's nothing to hide. It's just a more elegant way to go about this. To save our Mandarin some face. Now I've told Rose Island so much. Can we set aside our differences and negotiate? You want our help? We like Mr. Lee's too. What do you need help with? The elimination of the Sui. Nope. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. I'm not drunk. No need to hold me like this. You're my guest. I'm just a grunt you summoned from Longmen. I actually considered the possibility that the messenger might not be able to find you in Longmen. And I actually registered my agency in Longmen hoping that you would find me. Lee's Detective Agency. Why did you choose to build your business in Longmen though? It's the furthest away I could get from Yen. Any further than that, I have no place to go. You could come back. I don't want to. Liang Shun. I know actually. You always knew. Longmen is not your home, yet you spent half your life holding out hope for Longmen. I thought there I could finally find what it is I wanted to do. Did you? I did, but I also found that I could find it just about anywhere. All those years ago, Bai Tianpei said he studied Kung Fu and make a name for himself. And all those years ago, Liang Shun wanted to do something for all people under heaven. To change the ways of the world such that they would no longer have to be afraid. What about you? I was just a fin beast in a river. And the moment I jumped a few chi out of the water, I felt I was on the top of the world. Okay, I'm pooped. I've got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. You should get going. Very well. Take care. There's no more wine. Old friends, old friends. A brilliant move. Huh? I see that I'm losing. I suppose there's no need to continue. That's right. There's no need to continue. There are more to the four arts than Weiqi, and yet that's the one you always pick to challenge me. This is a form of bullying. One man must avoid one's shortcomings, and we both know I am no match for you in poetry and song. Fair? Lost interest already. These are times of peace. Though these times of peace are enjoyed only by Yen. Your stones are set only in Yen. Correct. The board is entirely within Yen's borders. Though I am not necessarily playing every round. In that case, the other games must take place elsewhere in the world too. Well, those games have aught to do with you. Real men remain silent as they spectate and never regret their moves. So all you do is spectate. You watch mankind as they wage wars and battle with each other. I'm just learning the arts of the game by spectating. Even children start to play it by imitating. But you are not him. What do you mean? Oh, you're one of his pieces. Well, you play in his stead then, Mr. Lee of Longmen. What? Oh, this is peculiar. Why did he drag an ordinary man like you into this game? No, perhaps he didn't choose you in particular. He simply realized that things would come to this sooner or later. No matter who and no matter what. What are you talking about? I'm saying you are not the disarmed men, but you are sitting here in his stead, playing a game with me. Who are you? Ling. What is this place? A dream from 100 years ago. Now that's funny. How could I have a dream that takes place a whole century ago? Indeed. How could you? What the fuck is going on? Oh, I'm hungry. What are you doing here? Feels like I quit the dream. Oh, stop right there. That voice. What the
少し
fuck? That
待
was
て
it?
組織サンプルを採取する必要がある
Who's the disheartened man? Is it the doctor? There's no way. Maybe, actually. No, if it's from 100 years ago, it shouldn't be the doctor. Is it the Yan Emperor? Maybe. Hey, we got kroos.
はいは
Hi,
い
hi.
ドクター帰ってきたよ最近は面倒ごとに巻き込まれてないよねならよかったじゃあ部屋に戻って休むね対応してほしい案件があったらまた声をかけてね
Nice. I'm guessing it is the Emperor. Talking about Yan's borders and stuff.
ドクター、ご機嫌いかがかな？
作戦中の癖が変わってない人もいるねなんかいいよねこういう表彰はもう慣れっこになっちゃったねだけどドクターに称えられる瞬間はいつだってすっごく嬉しい気持ちになるんだ
But whenever hand me one, Doctor, I'm as happy as could be.
作戦中の癖が変わってない人もいるねなんかいいよね
This one's almost done. Saved time 46 minutes. Holy shit. Come on. Come on, fucking do it. Oh, there we go. Do I have enough for the chip? I need 3, right? Fuck! Need 3. Store, certs, do this. Buy 2. Base.
私物のスツールを持ち込んでもよいか
さあ、nice. Neato.
ドクター、ご機嫌いかがかな？
クロスボウを構えたら目に映るのは照準器とターゲットだけになるけど引き金を引く前にはたくさん考えないといけないんだ私はもう少しだって横着するつもりはないよ
Fucking needle. Use silencer a total of 5 times. Silencer to this one. There we go. Level 7. Level 50 or 5 stars.
なんかいいよね。
I have this one. What the fuck? I have both of them? Alright, wasn't this one from my events? There we go. The kroos. IWST2. Hey. Oh my god, I'm actually getting super fucking hungry. Holy. Actually quite insane. I mean, it's kind of reasonable. I haven't eaten anything. What did I eat in the morning? Some toasted bagels. And right now, I almost finished. I'm like halfway through like a pack of Ritz crackers. That's about it. Yeah, no fucking wonder, dude. Alright. I think I'll end the stream right here. It's a good stopping point, I think. We'll continue with IW or Invitational Wine later on in the evening, but I'll go eat with family and we'll be back later tonight, probably in like an hour or two. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. We'll do more Invitational Wine story and stages. Hopefully we can get through the story today. I think we can, because it doesn't seem to be that long. Yeah, GG's. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back later. Goodbye.